Okay, mic check. Looks good.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
And there's the link.
audio is looking good, and the recording is going.
Excellent.
Okay,
And I can see your screen.
and you can see a little red dot.
And let's see, where, yes, I do see a little red dot. Excellent.
Okay, did you do the Go problem homework?
Actually, I did, I think I did three of the categories, but I did like 100 problems
Hmm.
from each of those, and then I got sidetracked and I didn't finish. But I actually did more homework than I was assigned.
That's good. Which categories did you do?
Let me see. I believe it was cut and net and ladder.
Okay, those are pretty important.
Right,
um,
right. And actually, the truth of the matter is, I actually did squeeze problems first, and
mhm.
then I went back and checked, and I didn't have to do squeeze problems.
All right.
Okay,
Looks like lots
so
of losses this
basically,
week.
yeah. Well, actually, it's six losses and four wins, so it's almost 50-50, but it just seems like a lot
Hmm.
of losses, and they feel big, some of them. So that's not great.
No, only
Now,
two are big. This 26 is
that's
fine.
true. Oh, okay. Yeah. So anyway, you probably noticed that I stopped playing in the Western Server
Yeah, I
Challenge.
saw the
That's the
comments.
bad news. That's the bad news.
It's okay.
Uh,
It's really funny because on the one hand, I think a lot of people did not like it this year, but on the other hand, I'm finding that very valuable information. So I can write. I plan to write up like a little bit of a small report about my feelings about the auto match buttons, and like writing up like how the event went and what went wrong for Anoic and Greatest Jade. So my hope is that this event will serve as evidence to improve the auto match buttons.
yeah, that's a really good thing. And quite frankly, I would have continued if I didn't mind the blitz so much, like some people minded the blitz. I didn't
Hmm.
mind the blitz, but what happened was I got distracted and I had a few days where I couldn't play. And then it became overwhelming for me because it was like I had to do 4 games a day instead of the three that I would have to do if I actually kept pace.
Hmm.
And then it got to be five. And at that point, um, it was a no-go. And the other thing is that I really am committed to holding on to the Hand of God title. And if I wasn't, then I probably would have just, bitten the bullet and gone ahead and I would have done it anyway. But I had this other commitment that was important to me.
That's fine.
So, you know, but I tried.
Yeah. The point of the event is for everyone to have fun and get out of their ladder anxiety. So as long as like you had
Oh,
fun trying.
I I was out of my ladder anxiety definitely. I'm real cool with not advancing, and I'm okay even with going backwards. So yeah, ladder anxiety gone.
Yeah, that's good. Um, Yeah, it's just reminding people to like have fun and enjoy Go, which I think a lot of people forget.
Right.
All right, so
You
not
can just pick
simple is
whatever
a.
you want. You can pick whatever you
I'm
want that hasn't
confused
already been
about.
reviewed.
I'm confused about what
Oh,
this is,
it's the negative Comey.
but there's 7Q, or is that your
Uh,
rank? Oh, they're two
that's my
Qs.
rank.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
they're too cute. Yeah.
okay.
So
Now I
basically,
understand.
this was a title tournament game. We decided to use the negative Comey
Hmm.
instead. Now, Ben reviewed both of those games.
Is
So
Ben not streaming?
Ben did not stream this past Sunday. He usually streams on Sundays.
I haven't seen him
Uh,
stream at all recently.
Well, there have been Sunday streams. I think a couple of them were canceled, like the one last week was canceled. But he usually does stream on Sunday for a couple of hours.
Gotcha.
And I think he's planning on doing more streaming as well. But
Probably
he
similar to
doesn't.
us, he has to do some IRL work to get some money.
Well, the thing is, his streams used to include his semi-private lessons,
Hmm.
but he started to deliver them off stream instead of on stream. So that's probably one of the reasons there isn't as much streaming, and that started a number of months ago.
Gotcha. Okay, so oh, you had Dwyron review your game.
Yeah, it was for the NAOL, and he did it.
Nice.
He did it for the NAOL.
Oh my gosh, this
And
week was terrible for the reviews for me.
oh, I understand that because you even needed to vent your anguish on on
Yeah.
the MGA Discord. And yeah, see, I had been pointing out to you for a while that the ranks were screwed up, and so now you're seeing it even more.
It's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah, and I don't know whether it's because there are new people coming on who don't really know what their rank is, or if it's because people like me stand on principle about not saying, oh, yeah, but I'm really 9Q. You tell me I'm 11Q, but I'm really 9Q. I'm not going to do that.
I
If the
think
system is.
regardless of how inaccurate it is, a single digit Q should not be facing a 20 Q.
No, of course not. And if the system is designed to come up with a rank for NaOL, there's something wrong, in my opinion, about someone who's been in it for a while and whose rank has gone down to say, "Oh, but I'm 9Q. Make me 9Q." I'm not going to do that.
Right.
So,
Oh,
I mean,
but
I want the system to, do what it's supposed to do. Otherwise, what are we doing? We're just playing with OGS ranks. If everybody comes into it, their rank changes and they say, "Oh, but I'm really this because that's my OGS rank." Well, then we're just using OGS ranks.
right.
And what we were supposed to have is something that we could point to when we go to a tournament and say, I deserve to self-promote because in the NAOL, I am thus and thus. I'm not going to the Congress and saying, look at my 11Q rank
Yeah.
when I'm actually 9Q AGA. So that thing is not working for
So let
me.
me answer this question. Someone asked why the NAOL doesn't just use OGS ranks. So the NAOL is an online league for AGA members, the American Go Association. The American Go Association has their own ranks, but it's really difficult for people to rank up because it's really difficult to go to tournaments on a regular basis. So a lot of the times people go to 2 tournaments a year, sometimes 1 tournament a year, and so they'll have to self-promote every single year because they've ranked up since the year prior. So the online league is to help them have some evidence to use to self promote because they're playing against other AGA members, which is supposed to be like this is how I'm performing against this same community because different communities, different ranks,
Right.
and it is not going well because it's
Yeah.
just not
And
going well.
also Canadian and Mexican
Mm,
association ranks are, starting points for NAOL because it isn't just the American Go Association; it's the three associations.
right, and they are using the AGA ranks.
Are you saying that someone who's in the Canadian Association isn't using the Canadian Association rank
Well,
as their starting point for the
they were
NAOL?
asking why are they not using the AGA ranks and why are they using the like
Oh,
OGS ranks when people sign up?
yeah, they are using the AGA ranks.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, as much as possible as the starting. Well, I've been in it since the beta, So it's season 7 now. I've been in it for 7 seasons.
The rank
And
thing, ranks are always difficult, and the AGA has a really difficult job because of the amount of like square footage the United States is, and so that creates a large number of discrepancy, and also a large number of people that can't update the rank on a regular basis. So I understand that there's going to be a lot of difficulty, and the NAOL is supposed to help with that, and I want to say they're going slower than they should be. But my bigger pet peeve is the pairings. There's just too much of a difference between some of these games. Just manually fix it. Like if you have a 25Q facing a 2Q, now I'm guarantee both of those ranks were wrong after looking at the game.
Right.
But like a 25Q versus a 2Q should never ever happen. If a TD sees that, they're like, oh, let me fix this.
Correct.
But
Correct.
they're probably trying to automate it and everything, and the formula's not perfected yet. And this is clearly a bad result, and this has happened multiple times, and I think this one was the worst one that I've seen. And I'm like,
Yeah,
what am
that
I
would
supposed to
have to be
say
the
about
worst.
this? The 25Q is missing like 30 things, and the 2Q is playing like a freaking 8Q. I don't know what you want me to say. Oh,
Yeah.
it was a terrible, terrible game. And I would, if I knew what their level was, I'd be able to like analyze it properly. But I'm like, this is not 2Q. Like, this is terrible for 2Qs. And then like 25Q, I'm like, you're doing quite well for a 25Q, honestly. But
Well,
here's what you need to do.
interestingly enough, in that case, then they may have only been off by 6 or 7 ranks. you know,
Um,
instead of the
I think my guess was about 18 to 20Q. And that one's a pretty understandable rank gap from 25Q to 18Q because it's really hard to distinguish where they are. But 2Q, it doesn't matter like if you're single digit Q, actually 2Q, or just somewhere in the single digit Qs, they should not have been paired. There was too much of a gap.
no, nope, they should not.
Um, so
So
how is
let's go
Dwyron?
on with the lesson.
Yeah, how is Dwyron's review? I don't think you've had him review your games that often, right?
Oh, and yet, actually, I have, and it was good. Yeah, yeah, he did a
Okay,
good
cool.
job.
All right, so let's look at this one. This one was played 4 days ago.
Review started.
Okay. Oh, go away, AI. We are not pros. Okay, what is the actual ranks for this? 7Q and 7Q.
Yes, this is a Benkyo League main league game, and we are pretty evenly matched.
I really wish these numbers were more accurate. It's very confusing.
Well,
I like this.
maybe after the after this not title tournament, the Western Server Challenge is over, I should actually play a couple of rated games every month to see whether I can actually make my OGS rank be what it ought to be.
Oh, you did this two space thing again. You know
Yeah,
how I
I
feel about
know.
this two space.
I do know. I do know.
What is something is I'm trying to come up with ideas for using Sumego Dragon to help my single digit Q players. How can I create something, some sort of homework or reward system to get you to play more games? What do you have any like thoughts on this?
You mean rated games, right?
Ideally,
Or
yeah.
ideally rated games. See, you got no problem making me play more games. I'm playing games. Like I got 10 games this week.
Yeah, no,
10
I like
games.
the amount you're playing, but a lot of people do not play this amount, and it is a little difficult to keep up with your rank, considering you have so many of them. That's the confusing part. So it's really difficult for me to measure like
Okay.
progress.
Yeah, okay. Let's forget about progress.
Hmm.
We don't care about progress. We're just having fun and learning some things in the process. You're the one who cares about progress, not me.
You could go here, and I think this one's quite nice because it gets you the eye space while threatening the corner, and then you can tanuki. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So, what are you thinking about right here?
What am I thinking about? Well, one of the things I'm thinking about is that the extension to R12 leaves a that's a 3-point extension. And, in the first place, I thought that the extension to R8 was too short. And now the extension to R12 looks too far.
Mm-hmm.
So I am considering R10 as a possible place to play. But there are moves for territory on the board at this point. And
Have you been watching the lesson VODs recently?
no, I've been kind of busy, but I do want to start watching the lesson VODs
Okay.
again.
One thing I've been saying a lot in the last couple weeks to several different students is that word territory is a mistake. You don't want to use the word territory. Do you
Well,
remember? Have you
how
seen
about
my?
points?
No, points is bad too. Territory. You don't want the cash and gote. That's the big key. Do you
Well,
remember
yeah.
my square examples? Have you
Yes,
seen
I
this?
do. The four
Okay,
squares, yes.
right. So this square and this square are the only two left, right? So
Right.
it doesn't make sense to build this one because it's shared. So this one's kind of shared too, but it's a little bit different because this one's on the fourth line. So in my mind, I don't really care about points. I'm wanting to know how I control this. How can I get control of this square? How do I build control? How do I build a framework or a moyo? And also another thing I'm noticing is you are up on cash. You are up on the territory, right?
Yeah. And
White only has this as
as
cash and
as
this as
well,
cash.
I should be. I'm black and I'm playing points lover. I better
Exactly.
be ahead on cash.
So even if this square becomes dame, it should be good for you. Now,
Okay.
we know that we want this square, and we know that white has a 3 space, right? So how can we bully this stone to get control of this square?
Well, perhaps Q10 as opposed to going right in the middle.
Okay. And they do this.
And then I can play Q12.
Oh, no, you can't do that one when it's 2 spaces away. It has to be 1 space away.
Oh, it has to be one space away.
But
Okay.
you could do this idea.
Yes, I could.
Like that,
Right.
or maybe like that.
Yeah.
And this actually is quite nice. I like this idea. It is a little bit incorrect because it's just too far. There's no way to perfectly seal that. But that's the only reason. Your idea is still really good. It's just too far. I
So
think
it is
probably a better
going.
execution would be this one
Oh, okay.
and that.
Hmm.
Another probably simpler one is to try to get this exchange and then go shoulder hit.
Mm-hmm.
That way you're reducing while developing. And remember, it's okay if this becomes dame, because you're up on points. But the idea is we are targeting this square. Now, so remember I said points are bad, but getting control of the square is good. Do you understand why?
No.
So if you make 10 points and your opponent makes 10 points, you've made 0 profit.
Right.
But if you get control, you're saying in this section, I will gain more than you. It doesn't matter if it's 10, 5, 2, doesn't matter. You're saying I will get a positive exchange rate in this section. Okay, that is what you are saying. So this move, what it should be saying is on this top side, I'm going to get more than you. This is not cash. This is an extension. This is saying I want control of this section. So a lot of the times white will come in and you're going to attack, or white will reduce, or you're going to try to do something, right? And your
Yeah.
goal is to get something more than white. It doesn't matter how much, because you're after the positive exchange rate. The
Uh-huh.
way you win and go is you do not make territory, you make profit.
Hmm.
So you need to make Sente territory. You need to make forcing moves that give you a point and they get 0. That is how you win. But if you make points and they make points, you make territory, they make territory, you are doing nothing to affect the result. Does that make sense?
Well, if yes, except they'd have to get as much as I get in order for that to be so. But if I get more than they do, then I have affected the result because that's
Yes,
the
but you have
positive
to
exchange
assume
rate.
that your opponent is as good as you are.
Uh-huh.
So in theory, it would cancel out. Obviously, if you're better than they are, then you're just better, right? But at some point, uh, you should have the idea that you're wanting profit. So yeah, I mean it is theoretical, and it's not a 100% exact science, but that's kind of the goal. Is you want control of these squares after the opening. So the really cool thing with points lever is you get 30 points cash immediately, and then you just focus on these squares becoming dame. Even if you get something great, but if you just make them dame, you're up.
Right.
So if you can just make sure white doesn't get these
So
squares and too much
destroy.
profit.
So destroy the center
Mhm.
because every square is a fourth of the center.
Exactly. Now, I will say sometimes a square will move right here. Okay, so let me redraw that. Sometimes a square will move right here instead of a perfect star point square, but just the idea is you want to watch the sections,
Right.
and then once these sections are done, if there's no weak groups, start end
And
game.
start end game.
And if you can do that very effectively, and you just have perfect understanding of it, you will naturally gain way more than your opponent. Okay, so with that in mind, your opponent goes here. So let's see what you do. Ooh, you want second line territory?
Well, let's see. Maybe I could N14.
And no. So absolutely we want to attack, but remember we are also a weak group, so you want to play
Yeah,
aggressive
exactly.
defense.
Okay, got it.
Now, even here, this is a little uncomfortable, but you can play the knight's move because white is too weak to actually attack you. And since you have this nice little under connection, you're
Hmm.
pretty okay. You can even go here, get some shape first, and then go here. So it's pretty okay. Actually, let me double check this. Maybe you can't.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe you
because
go
of a
here,
throw in.
here, here. Okay, yeah, you can clamp. Okay, so there is a clamp. Like I said, it is a little sketchy. But if you're fine with it, you can fight here because you do have the advantage. But fundamentally, we don't want to get cut from weakness, so typically we would jump. Now,
Hmm.
again, we are trying to attack the stone. We are just doing it from the weak group because defense first.
Hmm.
And if we get something like that, we are perfectly satisfied because we have canceled this square and half of this square thanks to these
And that's
stones.
good.
And that's good for you because you're up on points. So you should be
Hmm.
satisfied with this result. This one, though, imagine I start looking at this.
Right. You're building
Now,
the center.
right,
Yeah,
I'm getting more than you. Okay,
right.
white does that. White should double honey here. I'm pretty sure. My instinct says he should. Otherwise, connect, because newbies are bad. Okay, so you got cash, but this is actually important. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Um, maybe 17, 18, 19, optimistically. White got something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, plus potentially for more. So do you think this is a good result?
No.
Right, and that's because we're looking at the exchange rate, not just the points. Hmm. And as you watch this, white gets more and more and more. Like white's getting more and more and more, and this is because white is looking at the squares and you're not. That is the difference.
No, I doubt that White is looking at the squares.
Yeah, I know, but
White doesn't know. White doesn't know about the squares, and neither does anybody but you and the few people that you've talked to about it. So nobody's thinking about squares.
I call
other
them
than you students.
squares. I call them squares, but what other teachers and strong players would call it is moyo, control of the center, blah blah blah. Well, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to simplify the words, but all the Dawn players are looking at the center. Like this is the reason you haunt it on the outside instead of the inside, because you want control of the center.
Yeah, and I know that in regard to endgame, you've referred to the same size squares as quadrants. So I'm familiar with that concept from your endgame, from your advice on when to start endgame.
So white probably isn't doing this on purpose, but you can see like the conclusion wise, the stones are still getting the effect, the desired effect.
Right. Right.
So yeah, just keep that in mind when you're thinking about it. Yeah. I hate it when players play this.
This was a terrible game for me, I have to tell you. This opponent is someone that I played previously in the American Youngsang Dojang a number of times, and I recently recruited him to come into Benkyo League, which is really cool, and we've become good buddies. So nice. I'm enjoying playing him, but this game was disastrous for me.
Well, so far it doesn't look that bad. So far it looks pretty decent. I'm just trying to get you to understand the center value.
And now I'm doing a door line move.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Shape-wise, normally shoulder hits, but it's fine. It's not a huge deal. I will say this one might be a little difficult.
Yeah.
But there's also like an entrance right here, so it's a little annoying. Okay, it's fine. Nice shape. Okay. Ooh.
I figured I would destroy more. I figured I'd destroy more if I lived inside than if I tried to connect out. And besides that, it didn't look like an easy connection out because white already had a stone at L5.
Yeah, that's exciting.
So I decided to go for life.
Yeah, exciting. I think I would push and try to get this exchange and then do exactly what you're saying.
Right.
It's a little bit more aggressive way to do it, but yeah, no, I like it. It's cool. Okay. It would be amazing if you lived in Sente. This one, you actually want to go here. Not because you're going to surround it, but because you're going to squeeze it.
Okay.
I think you can go here, 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 here. But I guess that doesn't work now, huh? Okay, so you have to go this way. Yeah, so the idea is you're sacrificing one to squeeze. It's a bit better shape. And you got endgame? Nice. This was not the one I would do because of the Atari.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you realized. Fix it this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, something. I don't know. Okay. Okay, this is a nice endgame move, but it is Gote. So before that, like save that in a minute.
S4 first.
Okay. Save this for co-threats. Only when it's the 2-point move values is this important. So right now you want to save it for a co-threat, and then as soon as the potential for co's is less than like 3 points or 2 points, that's when you activate it. Because it is Gote for white to try to take that point. So if white wants to give you a free move, that's worth it. But as soon as that free move's not worth it, then you want to fix it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'd rather play this.
Okay.
Ooh, you're getting that in game. It looks like
Apparently
you're
it
better at
wasn't
in game.
enough. But it
Well,
wasn't enough.
you gave a lot right here, but
Yeah.
I haven't counted, but I'm assuming that's why.
And I can't remember how much I lost this by. I think it might have been about 10.5.
Oh no, you have to keep access in.
Right.
Oh, are you gonna die? That would be important. That would be important.
Oh, look, I can't imagine that I died because
Right.
I would have lost by a lot more than
Well, I didn't say you did
10.5.
die. I'm saying, would you die if you had played this sequence?
Oh, okay.
I don't think you do, but I was thinking maybe that's why you sacrificed. But here, like, it alone is 10 points.
Right.
Like, if you
So that was
compare,
bad.
you also have a double peep too.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? If I recall correctly, that got missed. It was either in this game or one where it happened with
Oh
somebody else.
no! Cut.
Yeah, I should have.
I think you're rushing a little bit. It looks like on some moves you're focused and trying to play Sente stuff, but on other moves you're kind of just playing, it feels like. So it's like you're trying to focus, but you keep getting distracted. Yeah, okay, that's fine. What the fudge? What? Why not?
I didn't see it.
Really?
Yeah, I really didn't see it. Or maybe something happened. I can't remember if I got anything
Maybe
there
you're
or
looking at
not.
the life and death.
Yeah, this was long enough ago that I don't recall. We'll find out.
I'm really surprised that because this is a classic Goose Tsuji looking thing.
Yeah.
Oh no! Did you read it?
I don't remember whether I've read it or not.
I think
now.
you instant responded, or you just
Probably.
assumed that White read it. Because if we go right here, I think it's just 1, 2, 3, and it should be obvious at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think here you might have assumed that White read it through. You always double check, make sure your opponent's actually not being greedy.
Right. Yeah, he reduced that bottom quite a bit.
Yeah, you were very passive down here. So let's check this one. There, here. Then what?
I think it's okay now.
That has to be the move, right? Anything else and you just connect.
Right.
So it has to be here. And then this is an easy read.
Right.
Now this one maybe is difficult for you, but because it's a lot more moves. But you should always try to counter
Right.
in your head.
Right.
This is Gote because White has Mie.
Mm-hmm.
That actually doesn't work. This is just bad. This is just an overplay.
Okay.
Oh, you realized. Okay, you did realize. I want to say connection's better for the corner life and death. These can get like J-grouped looking crap. Like sometimes, right? This one doesn't work exactly, but you got to be careful about that.
Right.
No one's seeing it.
Later on, I come to the conclusion that I need to throw a stone in because I know that my opponent can
okay.
make Seki. Okay, so I did get that something.
You did get it.
Yeah, I thought I might have gotten something, but in the upper left.
Oh, now this works.
See, that's the thing I told you that got missed. That got missed.
So you missed two things right here.
And not only that, but if in fact he would, let's see, if he would protect at S11, which is wrong, and then I gave Atari, there's even the move at N12
Mm-hmm.
once I have a black stone there. And I did look at all of that after the game.
Mm-hmm.
After I realized that the peep was there at S10. So I do recall going over this.
What I think it is you're trying to remember other stuff and you're forgetting about the end game.
Yeah.
It's where you
maybe.
have to balance a lot of information, and so you're dropping the end game, I think. So you have to double down, make sure you don't drop the end game while still keeping the other information.
Right.
So there will definitely be more end game homework. 100 end game.
Last time you were giving me 20 of things. Now you're giving me 100.
Yeah, this one you actually made a lot more mistakes though.
Yeah. Okay.
Because these games are really close, right? That's one of the strong aspects of the Clossius approach is you can constantly get to the end with a close result. So a strong end game can really change these results.
There. Now, the reason I made that move is because I knew that if white played F19 and I answered at E18, I knew that he could make Seki in the 8, the 2x4.
Right.
I knew he could make Seki. Now, I know that for a fact, and there have been a couple of occasions where it's been worth it for me to avoid the Seki.
Now,
if
what's
I
the result
played
of here?
there- Okay, if I play there and white pushes at F19, I'm not going to answer at E19.
Exactly. You're going to play something like this.
Right. And yeah.
Nope, that one also is a go problem. Is it here?
Yeah, I think that's it. If I recall correctly, I looked at the AI, and the AI was wanting a move at C19 earlier.
So you can see the connection can give you a little bit better life and death because this tiger's mouth to the first line is very dangerous.
Right.
Little too early. You still got a couple more moves. But not too bad. Still value. Okay, and we're looking for the goose to Sujis. If you had started looking for the goose to Sujis, you would have found S10 now, I think.
Probably. Yep, I definitely should have looked for that.
Yep, don't forget to look for the goose. That's a way to instant lose the game. Yeah, so this one I think there's a lot of in-game and then understanding how this happened. Right, so this one, you did get this for it, but this feels very large. Now, with that being said, you were up on the points, so I think honestly this result isn't from the center. I think it's from the in-game alone.
Right.
Because you were up on points, so you still canceled most of this out because you were up on the territory in the first place. So it wasn't like putting you in a very bad position, but probably it wasn't like super optimal. But definitely the end game is costing you, especially since this is already half of the points. So if we go like right here, 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 here. Now what's the score? Why before? Yeah, it's literally half of the score. What?
Right.
Why is that a point? Ah, this stupid score estimator sucks. Either way, it's about half of what you lost by.
Yeah, I know. So having caught that was not going to win you the game.
Yeah, but it would have still been nice to feel.
Yeah.
Catching your opponent with a goose to Suchi feels good.
Right, it does.
Okay, so let's look at another
now
one.
I did get revenge by playing a title tournament game, which is the last one on the list, but it's already been reviewed by Ben. But I won that one by 2.5, so nice. I felt better.
Looks like both of you are really close in level.
It looks like both of us are what?
Really close in level.
Oh, we are. Yes, we are. Very close.
Okay.
Review started.
I feel like I review a lot of Jim's games when
yes.
Jim isn't here.
Well, Jem's taking lessons with you now too, right?
I want to say yes, but it's also difficult to balance, like, because some people only schedule once a month or once every other month, and then
Right.
I can't remember if like they're a student or if I'm reviewing for them on stream. So a
Oh,
lot, and then
that's true.
it's Jim is one of those ones that lessons plus reviews with you plus probably some stream reviews as well. So it's just a lot to keep track of,
Right.
and I haven't really been diving into like students as much as I was.
Yeah. Well,
I like this.
Jem is one of the shining stars of the Benkyo League,
Nice.
and she is advancing very nicely.
Yeah, I did just have a lesson with her, I think. Like
Yeah, it
last
was like
week.
last week. Yeah, it
Last
was
week,
last
yeah.
Friday, wasn't it?
I don't know. Like
I
I
I,
have like a dozen.
I tuned in at the end of it. I
Hold
didn't
on.
catch the whole thing, but I
So I
tuned.
had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 lessons plus an EOL. This week I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lessons plus an EOL. So every
Oh,
week is just.
that's fantastic. That's good.
Oh yeah,
Y-
no, I'm happy about it. But it is
Yeah, you
difficult to keep track of everything.
yes. Well, in any case, Jem is doing fantastic in Benkyo League and a very strong opponent.
Nice. This connection is important because it keeps the cutting point and the eye. It takes away black's eye shape while also keeping that cutting point.
Okay.
Versus here, black has a little bit more shape. It can be a little bit more flexible. Okay, good. Very nice. You didn't defend the corner. That's good. Good, 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 good. This is possible.
I didn't want to touch the weak stone. I
Right,
didn't
right,
want
right.
to
I
kill.
was thinking about this one.
Yeah,
Um,
that's better, probably.
it's usually good when you have a third line stone over here.
Uh-huh.
But I don't hate this, right? It's still following the fundamentals quite well. Yeah, I can dig this. One more. One more. Shut the door in Sente.
Oh, wait a second.
That is
You
cash
know
in
what?
Sente.
Wait a second. Gem's black. I'm white.
Oh, fudge! Dang it. Okay, well, Jim was playing good. Okay, okay. Good jump. Yeah, this is definitely difficult to break in. Because this is a really nice pincer and jump. So maybe just go here. This is easier.
Okay.
Yeah, that is really a really big corner.
It is. It's huge. And she kept it.
Maybe
And
maybe probe.
yeah.
Just see what the response is before you start jumping. Yeah, this is a chance timing because your opponent went over here. So I think you have to break this. My first thought is to check this variation. It's not going to be easy for you, so I think black played quite well. I don't see anything obvious that you did wrong, though. I don't know. It's difficult. So 10, 20, 30, 45, 15. Okay. If you try to settle in Sente by attacking this corner, and then focus solely on this center square right here, I think it's still a pretty close game. But I will say, like, it's very difficult to play against this black position. You have to, like, really understand the score.
And now my 2 stones are in danger.
I would prefer to do this one Because a touching makes both sides strong, so it helps this group, but it hurts this group on the left.
Right.
I don't think you're doing anything obviously bad. Everything looks natural. This should be the shape. No, you want to push.
Okay.
It's more Sentai. Don't live on the second line. You want to escape before you do that. Remember, run away first, and then you make ice space.
Right.
Getting
Right.
surrounded is painful.
Now, I remember that we had observers, and one of the stronger observers pointed out to us later that Black could have killed this by jumping in at A12 and then jumping in at
Because of the corners.
and jumping in at A10, and that what I thought might have ended up Seki wouldn't be because of the triangle at C9.
Right, so it's not a Seki if Black can play this, and it is Gote for Black, but if you play one corner, Black plays the other. So Black has a Mii to make it not a Seki.
Right. Right.
This one
But I
feels
was
really small.
thinking, but I was thinking all along after I played B11 that it was going to be Seki.
Yeah, it's a reasonable misunderstanding.
Yeah.
It's definitely understandable how you came to that conclusion because it looks like it, but just remember that those corners are important.
Right.
I think you need to respond, I think. This one doesn't really do anything. So this is a very slow move.
I thought it was a reduction
Of what?
of what's looking like Black territory in the middle.
Okay, you said that
Now-
territory word again.
Yeah, I know.
Control.
You know what? I'm going to keep saying it. So
So this isn't quite a square because you have a stone right here on the fourth line and a stone right here on the fourth line that can
right,
kind of go in.
right. So basically, I realize that it's not as big as it looks because I already have a stone at Q10, and Black doesn't. Well, Black has a couple stones at
I do
H11
understand
and-
how this could look scary though. Well,
Right,
nope, not
right,
that one,
right.
Not that one.
I have to stop that. And
Right.
now it's really looking like territory.
It's debatable, but you do have a weak group over here that can activate, I guess. What about just doing this then?
Okay. But
That-
then if Black plays at P9 and I play over top of it, I can do that. Okay, I wouldn't think of that.
That's fine. Even if you don't, you can start endgame now. Because remember, Black built it in Sente, but now Black's building in Gote. Does that make sense?
Well, yes.
That's
so
Sente,
then-
but this one,
so
this
it
one too
looks
is
like-
Gote.
it looks like a lot of area that hasn't been defined yet. So maybe a J6 before starting on the end game, or is that too small?
No, I understand what you're doing to try to attack this, but let me rephrase it and say threaten something bigger than this, and then come back and deal with this. So, for example, if you go right here and Black makes the territory, you're going to take more than Black made.
Okay.
So, does that make a little bit more sense? That you're trying to threaten the end game, and then you're going to come back and reduce.
Okay.
And that's why in game first. It's the timing has to do with the follow ups. If the follow up takes more than the center, then that's the proper in game timing.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, that is a lot.
I know. It's terrible.
I think black made a judgment call, though. The wrong judgment call. I want to say this one's bigger at a glance. You can go here.
Okay.
Wait, no. Am I being stupid? I'm being stupid.
Well, yeah, because white can take the single stone. I mean, black. Black can take the single stone. So.
Right, and then here. Okay. It's too much. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, definitely got to start in-game now. This one's too small. You were right on the center, this one being the key shape. Actually, no, if you can attack these 3 stones, that would be good.
Oh, maybe K12?
How's this eye shape looking? Nah, dang. I was hoping. It's close, though. K12. No, if your goal is to reduce this open chunk right here, you want to attack it in the way that reduces the open chunk.
Okay. All right.
Okay, you did find this jump. Okay, so I think you're just 1 step late from endgame, but it's understandable. Okay, now we're getting into slow moves. Yeah, this is really slow. Because it's not Sente, it's Gote. Yeah, it's a really difficult concept to grasp. You can make 10 points, but it can be the exact same size, and one is small, one is big. And it has to do with one's Sente, one's Gote. Even though it's the exact same size. So it's a difficult concept to grasp, but that Sente and Gote is really important. Because that has to do with exchange rates. Like, credit card is not money. Credit card is, it feels like you have money, right? Like, if you got like $1,000 credit card and you spend $1,000, it feels great. Like, I got $1,000, but actually, no, you do not. You have debt. And that's kind of how Go works as well, is it looks like you have points, but if your opponent makes the same amount of points, you actually got nothing. You didn't really gain anything. Even though it feels like you did, you didn't. That is... Nah, just go here. I don't think it changes. Yeah, it doesn't change anything.
Yeah, that felt terrible.
Okay, did you read the cutting point?
Actually, I'm pretty darn sure that black gets to... Oh, that. See, I didn't see that at all.
Okay, but
all
even
I
this works.
saw was that, yes.
Right.
And that, I knew that. I knew that was going to happen. Or could happen.
I was also thinking about this cutting point. And if you read this way, then you could have the misunderstanding that you want to fix right here.
Right. I was concerned. I was concerned about that cutting point.
But you just ladder it up, and it's perfectly fine.
Okay.
That's the key, is you can just ladder it up instead of down. So that is why the cut is Gote. Or it doesn't matter. Black blocking at B1 is Gote, because it doesn't activate the cut. So it's fine to fix, but this is kind of like all the information you have to take into account when you're debating it. Okay. Push. Why not? Your eyes are already right here, but as soon as your opponent ignores you, you're like, oh, I guess it's Gote. You trust your opponent too much. Your opponent lies. Why are you doing this all of a sudden? You need to be hunting. This is I don't know where you picked up this habit, but going down doesn't change their cutting point at all.
Right.
Okay, you good, you got that. This code's interesting. What if I go here? Fix the code. Tari, there. There, 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 there. Oh, it's so close to a Tsuji. It's so close to a Tsuji. Dang. That would have been exciting. I think this push is bad, though. You're not going to die, right?
No.
Alright, so then you lose access to the Ko. Let me give you a hint on how to remember this. A tiger versus a tiger is a Ko.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
So whenever you see, because a lot of players like don't ever consider this Ko shape as an option. They don't even think about it, right? So a hint to think about is when you see a tiger versus a tiger, you want to think that there's potential for a Ko there. And so then once it's in your head, you can say, is it a good Ko or bad Ko? Mm-hmm. So just remember that tiger hint. If you go here and your opponent believes you, here, snap back.
Right. Okay, cool.
So I think I would save this Aji. At least for a few more moves, but it's okay. Not a huge deal. You are playing Sente moves, so it's okay. Yep. Whatever. Vlux should have fixed right here. So you can push. It's several points.
Yeah.
Nice. Nope. Yeah. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It does matter because that's Sente. So it does stop a point. Oh, you didn't read the ladder going up.
No, I didn't.
Okay, now we got ladder problems. So, funny enough, like, I give people crap for this, but it's really interesting how many double-digit Q Go problems single-digit Qs miss. Like, you'd be surprised how many times something like this happens.
Now, what was the first set of problems you gave me? Endgame, okay.
Yeah, so I've seen 2 Qs messing up stuff like this. So don't feel too bad that you're missing it, because it's very common. It's one of the things you have to work on a single-digit Q. But do realize that this is a double-digit Q shape. You just haven't mastered it yet. So you're not seeing every single ladder. So we do want to drill the double-digit Q shapes. It is not beneath us. Even I drill double-digit Q shapes often. It's really helpful. I want to say here first.
I think I did eventually play that.
Yeah. I'm being nitpicky about the order. As long as you're getting points, it's not a huge deal. Okay, I'm immediately reading all the cutting points. Right, so that is 1 point, right? 1.5. Okay, Atari. And then let's look at this cutting point. There. If you go there, you are okay. I'm assuming black would never consider this one, right? Yeah, black will never consider that one. So black will always go here. And you can't get more than 2. Now if you descend here, can you Tsujify it? Where is the Tsuji? I don't think you can, because you need 3 liberties to Tsuji and you only have 2. And you can't throw in because of that move. That is unfortunate. But pretty interesting Aji. Now, this would be difficult for you to read, but you don't lose anything by playing the Sente moves. So like here, here are all free.
Then I can look at I can look at what's left and decide whether there's anything.
Exactly. You don't have to read the entire thing. Just make sure you don't lose points.
Right.
You're right. She did. So you got the point anyway. But
Right.
sometimes you'll get game-winning chances like that, and if it's difficult to read, then just play it out. When in doubt, play it out. Just don't lose points. No, fight the co.
Okay.
This can affect your result. Your games are close enough.
Not this one.
Well, but did you know that exactly?
Oh, I had a very good
Oh,
feeling
26.
about. I had a very good feeling about the fact that this game was lost
Do you
a while
remember?
ago.
Do you remember Jenny Shen?
Yeah, I do.
So she was my first pro teacher, and she would say, "Always, always, always fight for the point. Doesn't matter if you're losing, because you need the fighting spirit. If you don't fight the co at the end of the game, then you don't have enough fighting spirit to get strong." So she would always give me crap if I ignored that.
I attended a like a 4-day workshop with her once.
I've seen her teach a lot. I wonder why she doesn't come anymore, but I saw her teach several times, and I found it amusing how nice she was to everyone else.
Oh, except you.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, why are you so nice to everyone else? And she's like, because you like it when I'm mean to you, because it gets you stronger. I'm like, yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, whatever. And so she
Yes,
would
well,
like hold me to a really high standard.
I wish Insung would get the memo on who he should be nice to and who he shouldn't.
I will say the harshness comes from, I think, a place of passion and like really being passionate about wanting the student to improve. So it's really
Yeah.
hard to tone that down.
Well, yeah, it comes from passion, but it also comes from disappointment, and the disappointment is clear, and that isn't helpful. So,
Yeah.
actually,
We're
I may as
passionate,
well
but we're not compassionate. We have passion, but we're not compassionate.
I may as well tell you that I did already come to a decision on AYD, and I prepaid for the next season at the level that is where you simply observe. So I'm doing that, and I did inform Insung that I was going to step back from actual league play
Yeah, if you're not having fun with it,
for a season.
if you're not having fun with it, then that's probably a good idea, because it doesn't matter how great a class is. If you're not enjoying it, it's not going to help you improve that much.
Yeah,
It's
I-
very
I'm
important to have
actually
fun.
I'm actually having fun with the league play. What I'm not having fun with is the tone of the reviews. And so I've decided to spend the next season going back over my reviews from my 200 plus games that I've played since I joined AYD. And I'm going to create problems in AI Sensei for my games based upon the input that I've received.
If you want to put in the same amount of time that you were doing for the reviews, I really think you should go through this stuff. Like maybe not the reviews by season, but like the lectures by categories.
Oh, the lectures, yes.
I really love this section, but I do not have the time to consume it. I really wish I did. Like, honestly, I should probably sign up and just watch one video a week or 2 videos a week. It would just help me like teach, but it's really time consuming, and it's a lot to digest. Like, I have to watch a video 30 minutes at a time, even though it's an hour long video, because it's just a lot to process, a lot of information all at once. And
exactly.
they're like difficult for me to follow, so I can only imagine the 12 Qs trying to watch these. But they're really good. They're really good. I need to watch this opening stuff. That's what I need. But that's what I recommend. If you have the viewership, I really recommend this stuff right here.
Well, what I am going to do, and see, the thing is, the lectures are a little bit over my head still. Even doing 30 minutes at a time doesn't necessarily help me to absorb it. So what I'm going to do is pay attention to the reviews that the lowest level people are getting, not only in AYD, but EYD as well. and that instead of watching these reviews live, where I have to be up late at night paying attention for an hour and a half at a time, I'm going to watch the reviews later and watch only one review at a time and take a break, then watch another review. So that I'm really only paying attention to one game at a time.
Right. Yeah, I think there's a lot to be learned from the watching. It's really good stuff. He's a really good at Go. So I don't know. Like, obviously, he's probably not good at like being nice, toning the niceness, but his information is like top quality. So if you can find a way to digest it in a way that works for you, then I think that's great. Do you have Trouble Master, by the way? The books?
You mean the book? Yeah, I do have the first Trouble Master in book format, but I was waiting for the second one to come out in SmartGo, and it has. So I'm going to get that in SmartGo, and I'm actually going to buy the first one in SmartGo as well, because I do prefer SmartGo for reading books.
Okay, so I'm going to recommend 10 Trouble Master pages, but only worry about the puzzles that are your level. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because basically to me, that's a book of Goose Tsujis. Like that's what I think I would word it in my teaching would be a book of Goose Tsujis. I actually shared a problem on Facebook that came up in one of my games, and the AI showed there was something like that, and I posted it on Facebook and tagged Ensong. He actually asked if he could use it for the book, so I'm really hoping like Volume 3 has like something from my game. I'd be very excited about
really
it.
Cool. And there was a couple of instances in my games, maybe a month or so ago, where he said it was a Trouble Master, and that might show up in one of his books. And he also said that he's going to create a Trouble Master for beginners.
That would be fantastic.
Yes,
that'd be really cool.
I think it would be really, really great, to make them so that they're ones that people who are like between 12Q and 7Q are likely to be able to catch.
Yeah. I think there is just not enough support for the 20Qs.
Yeah.
It's not fun to be a 20Q and Go.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I do have a game with Kadar, which was an even game, which you might want to look at. It was, let's see, an NAOL game. I believe it's in the week above.
I was hoping that you'd remember these a little bit more recently, though, since these were more recent.
Well, you can review whichever ones you want, but I know you like even rather than handicap.
It depends on what we're working on, right? So I think as black, if you're getting high handicap, it's very helpful to work on your fighting. But as white at high handicap, it's not super beneficial. But low handicap should be similar to even games, and you just got to find the timings. But a lot of players will go nuts, and so going nuts isn't helpful. But like 4 stones or less is usually basically an even game.
Yeah.
You just have to be more accurate.
So anyway, Kadar and I we're attempting to find the proper handicap where he and I could be trading wins and losses. And so,
then just do Ni Sen, 2-game promote.
Actually, we're doing it with a 1-game promote at this point.
Oh, okay.
And we started with 3 stones, and then we went to 4. Now, he did happen to lose this. I expected him to win, but our next game would be 5, which he should easily win. But we might back up on this and go back to trying 3 or 4 again, because I think 5 is a little ridiculous for us to do.
Why?
Well, because Kadar can occasionally win a game against me, even So I think that the handicap we want to eventually end up with should not be all that far from
Just because you can win
2 or 3
occasionally
stones.
doesn't mean that you're the same level, though.
Oh, maybe not. So
I really believe in working your way down the handicap because a professional player is a lot of ranks stronger than me, right? But I doubt I would lose with 9 stones to anyone but like the strongest players in the world. I'm pretty confident I could beat pros with 9 stones easily. But if I couldn't, one of the things that would be very good for me is to try to work my way down that handicap and see how many stones I can get down. Even if
right.
a miracle happens and I can beat the pros 1 in 50 times in an even game, then yeah, that's great and all, but it would still be more beneficial for me to have the handicap if I'm wanting
Right.
like competitive,
Yeah.
reviewable results.
Sure, the right handicap.
Right.
Yeah.
So I honestly think you need to think about it more like a game system, like you're trying to level up. Now, just because your ranks are close doesn't really mean much in the handicap sense because the handicap works on your fighting. So you could be really good at the points lever and really bad at fighting, and the handicap will show your fighting skill. Right? So
Right.
it's really good practice for a different type of game. And since you guys are playing even games, you should also play handicap. And just let Kadar
True.
level up and be like, okay, I would love to play you in an even game. So win, and I'll give you less stones. Win and like beat me and work your way down. And if you think 5 stones is too much, then make him prove it. I agree, 5 stones too much. So beat me. If you don't,
Right.
then it's not too much, right? So that's kind of the idea. And so you should be cheering for Kadar to beat you with high handicap,
Oh,
but you should not let it be
am.
easy. Yeah,
I was
just don't let it be
cheering-
easy.
I was cheering for him to beat me with 4, and I was like kind of surprised that he didn't.
I'm surprised that I've beaten Fox Tudons with 9 stones. But they get distracted, and it's like I don't understand this game. I'm like, I don't understand. They could beat me in even games on a rare occasion, but they're Dawn players, and I'm winning with 9 stones, depending on the person, just because they don't know how to keep track of the whole board. And I guess I'm tricky. Okay, so this one's not good because it's bad shape. This is the corner shape. This is the same as the Joseki.
Right.
Do you recognize the Joseki shape?
Yeah, from the low approach to the 4/4 answered by the and then you hit it at the 3/4 point. Yeah, I know which one.
Okay, good. So one thing I want you to try to work on in these 4 stones, 5 stone games is that attack from the weak group, in the sense that you are playing aggressive defense. You are defending yourself in Sente. So when you have something like this where you have a weak group, I want you to look for Black's weaknesses, because they should have weaknesses that you can see if it's this much handicap. And I want you to try to find a way to use these to defend yourself. So an example here might look like this.
Right.
So that's an idea. So try to look. This one's okay. This one's similar. Try to look for these ways to play aggressive defense. It'll really help your middle game in the even games if whenever you have a weak group, you can defend it fast. And so it's really good practice. I think a lot of people undervalue handicap games, and handicap games are really good at helping your attack and defense. It's terrible at focusing on your opening. Yeah, sure, it doesn't help your opening for squat, but attack and defense, it does a lot. I would go here. This is Black's shape point, and it's also running away. Ooh, nice Tanuki. I like it. Good Tanuki timing. Open side is on the bottom, though.
Right.
Okay, make a base, perfectly fine. Touch Nobi. This is the easy one. Hane means you want to play local. Nobi means you want a Tanuki. And since the bottom is open, you want a Tanuki right now. Okay. And that one is technically Gote, I think. So I think now go to the bottom somewhere. Okay, okay. Why not?
May as well.
Right. I would go ahead and exchange this because if your opponent ignores you, then this group is unsettled. So they're likely to take the Ko, and now you have a Ko for later that's going to be a headache for them. It doesn't cost you that much, and it's a headache for them. So now you get Tanuki, and then just do more later. Like every time something comes over here, Black has to think about this Ko. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. All right, and now this is no different than an even game. Now we're just looking at the center squares again. This is a little scary. But okay. Ooh, that's a nice looking left. Do you have time to do this? Black just played 2 nice moves to build that left side.
Yeah, so I should invade, huh?
I want to say this is the easiest spot. But yes, you want to deal with the left on some level. Okay, bottom shape looks good, but that left side though. Wait, that one's probably too much. This leads to bad squeezes. I don't know the best way to fix. Maybe just here.
Yeah.
This to me looks like a lot of endgame Aji, if not death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can save it, but this is a lot of annoying Aji, so I don't like it. You just don't care about that left side. This is an armpit hit. Armpit hits are not good.
Yeah, I must have done something about it eventually because I did win the game. So
I
It's a mystery
wonder.
to me.
I really wish like I knew your thoughts at this timing. Like, want to know like what you're thinking about.
yeah, and I wish I could remember because I can't.
Well, take a brain recorder and record yourself when you're playing.
Well, I could use Malkovich comments, but
Oh, that would be good. Why not?
But you wouldn't. Well, there's a reason not to use Malkovich comments. They take time to write, and secondly, you're not going to see them unless you bring up the game in another window to look at, because the Malkovich comments will not show in the review.
Maybe don't do Malkovich every game, but maybe like 2 games a week. Try to do Malkovich.
Yeah, maybe the long games.
Like we
an
don't.
AOL,
Yeah.
AOL and Go Magic.
Sure.
I get 40 minutes, so I could do.
So I don't know
Malkovich
what we
comment.
would gain from it, so it might be worthwhile to try and see if it's helping you or hurting you or what. So it could be interesting. So
Right.
maybe get a couple. This one's not good in game. If you go here, the concern is here, right?
Right.
But you Hane under.
They have to connect back.
Well, the concern is this.
Oh, that's not great.
Right. But if you do this, and they go down, you do that, and then there's the Tsuji.
Yeah, which I'm not going to see.
This is similar to the double Hane Joseki. Do you remember the? No. I'm thinking about a different Joseki. Okay, I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it is a Joseki shape. If you don't like it, then you can go here. This is also fine. You could potentially go here. Shape in endgame doesn't really matter. Empty triangle is bad in middle game. It's not necessarily bad in endgame. No, I would absolutely go here. It's Hane head of 2. You need liberties.
Right.
Three liberties or less, or where Tsujis are found. So like this is asking for a Tsuji. I don't know if it works, but it's like asking for it. Okay, nice reduction. You never really invade, do you? I know that the binvasions.
I don't think I did
I
that.
remember that every time I say invasion, I think of the binvasion. I'm like, oh yeah, you are working on
Yeah.
that.
And not only for Ben, but it's something that Insung likes to say. Here's a funny thing. In the last game that got reviewed by Insung, I threw some stones into certain places, feeling full well that they would serve no purpose. But I did it because I knew he'd like it. And he did comment on it that it was good that I tried. So I now of course next season I won't be playing games, so I don't have to do that. But I've gotten to the point where I feel like I need to do that because regardless of how bad the review might be, if I've wasted stones trying things, that's a plus.
Yeah, it's good to try stuff. I mean, when I'm teaching 20 Qs, I'm like, you're not going to know if this works or not until you gain the experience. So just throw a stone in and die. Figure out what works and what doesn't. So just go die a few times. If you're if you're looking at Aji, like for example here or something, and you don't know how it works, die a few times and figure it out until you're confident there's nothing there.
In my lesson with Ben yesterday, I had 2 deaths that I wanted him to look at. And I said, oh, I have something that died. And he said, oh, good. And it's because he had told me before that he wanted to see me die more because, I play so solid and I just lose on points and maybe I need to die more.
I think you need to get out of your comfort zone more. I think you need to push your game a little bit more. And I do think a consequence of that is you're going to die a little bit more than you normally would. But sometimes you can't really play Go without any resignations. So sometimes you need at least some of these to be resignations. It looks like you have one.
And let's see.
2.
That should have been a resignation, but
Yeah.
I was so annoyed I forced him to play all the end game.
Oh no. Okay. That is overplay because you have this Knight's Move weakness.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, what? Do you not see his plan?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that was Black's plan.
And I don't think it happened either. I think it got fixed.
Oh, I thought that was the plan. It was not, in fact, the plan. I thought that was the plan. Okay, I don't know. Why not here?
I should have played there. It would have been fine. It would have been fine.
This is playing too fast. This is Dame. No one has control of this square.
So I should be playing endgame.
Yeah, no one has control of this square.
Right.
Yeah, doesn't make sense to play.
You know what's interesting? It's interesting because previously we had talked about a area the size of a central quadrant. But that area is bigger than a central quadrant. But the fact that it really, we've got white stones and black stones and white stones and black stones around it, it becomes smaller than it is.
Right. You have to be surrounding a square. Because if this is like white, black, white, black, white, white, black, it's like, okay, yeah, but is this really a square? Like, who's going to surround what? What's the biggest thing that could be surrounded? And let's say white, this is the biggest chunk that could possibly be surrounded.
Right.
Assuming black has any sort of response. But okay. Yeah, I really think the more you can understand the center, the stronger your game will be. Yeah, so these are super small. Endgame is really... handicap is really good practice for endgame, too. Your opponent's endgame should be worse than yours. So it's really, really good practice. Handicap is good at the middle game and the end game practice.
Right.
And trying out Aji too, like on the left, that C5 would be great against someone weaker than you. Someone stronger than you don't know if you just got out red or if it was actually good or not. So handicap is also really good to try crazy crap and get innovative.
So now I'm playing endgame.
That's good. That is Sente. Yep. Oh wait, no, I forgot that one. That's interesting. There's no cut.
So I get to play A17.
Nice catch.
Yes.
That was a very nice catch.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Why here?
I didn't have to play there. No, I did not have to play there because black doesn't have a stone at C13. So yeah, I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, this is a very
So
odd
basically, black needed to step back.
Right.
Against the.
If you can't bonk it on the head, you bonk it on the shoulder.
Right.
That was a very nice catch.
And actually, I've gotten pretty good at catching that.
Good.
When they need to do that.
This one's a little much. So this is play out the monkey that doesn't work. Because you cut off that stone.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Close to death. But looks like you're good. Good life and death. Good life and death. That's getting close.
Yep.
It's getting pretty close.
Yep. So
okay.
I fix it.
Okay. Okay. I don't think there's any clever way to fix. Good in game. Bamboo. Of course, bamboo. Oh, that's not the bamboo.
Right. But does it make a difference?
Yes, because you're looking at
that. Okay.
Can you cut? Because you couldn't before, but now that you have this liberty taken at S14, I think you can. Because now there's no way to stop you. Gotta look for the goose. This is too small. 1 point's not worth it. 1 point in Gote is just not worth it. This is interesting.
Yeah. Now, black can connect either way, so black doesn't have to answer, right?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because if you cut and then do this, this, and then that.
Okay, that's not looking nice.
Right. But I had the same thought process as you, and I was trying to check if that was the case or not. So I do think it is Sente. This is Gote again. What's wrong with this move?
Nothing. That's a good move.
I feel like you have this habit of you will do something that's Sente, your opponent will ignore you, and then you just won't follow it up because you believe them. Even though you picked the move because it was Sente.
I think what I do is I forget about it. That's what happens.
You put a play somewhere else and immediately you forget about your move.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
Well, these follow-ups are really nice chances because this is where your opponent makes mistakes and you aren't punishing them. That's 4 points. No.
I can do that. Sure,
Yeah,
I can.
I think this
Yeah.
one's pretty easy to read.
That was too fast.
Okay, this one's nice. I think I want to get this before you lose it.
Yeah. Now, this game, I think, was 3.5 or 2.5. It was very
can go here.
close. So I believe that my monkey won the game.
Nice. You could go here. This is not cuttable.
Okay.
I think you're rushing
Right.
the end game quite a bit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of points in the end game if you take your time. You could also think about it this way. If you blitz the end game, you are giving your opponent like a 20-point Comey.
Yeah, assuming your moves aren't that good and they manage to get better ones, sure.
Well, just looking at your game, you're easily losing more than 20 points in the end game. Probably more than that. Yep, that's fine for Kato to try.
And I shouldn't have played that.
Right, you have the eye.
I realized that I should not have played it. Because,
understandable, but this is probably
I've got the eye.
fast.
I've got the eye, and he has not, and he never will.
Exactly.
So,
eye versus no
so
eye.
basically, he would have to have played twice to get the eye. So if he tried to make the eye, I could take the eye.
Right.
But by then I was tired because this was the second game we played in a row. We played a 3-stone handicap, immediately followed by a 4-stone handicap. And so, we were playing.
Yeah, these games are exhausting. So you guys were playing like 4 hours in a row?
No, we were playing faster than, let's put it this way. Kadar was in Biyoyomi, and I'm not sure for how long, but I was nowhere near it, I don't think. And so basically we were spending about an hour on the game. And I was probably 10 to 15 minutes into my main time.
Emote underscore Closs I dance emote underscore Closs I dance emote
Because
underscore
that's
Closs I
just the way
dance
I
emote
roll.
underscore Closs I dance emote underscore Closs I dance emote
Gotcha.
If I would just
underscore Closs
start,
I
if I would just
dance.
start using my time and thinking about stuff, maybe I could play better.
Well, like, yeah. that's how anything works. The more you put effort in, the better you do. I definitely think you're losing quite a bit of value in the end game, though. Just because you're trying to just finish the game because you're tired. But
Right.
Go is hard. So you're not supposed to just play Go quickly. You have to put in the effort. So if you slack off in one part of the game, you lose a lot of points.
Okay, so now, what would you like to look at next?
Here's another 0.5 Kadar game. Or we can look at the not simple. Let's look at not. No, those
you
already
can't
been
do
reviewed.
that.
Those
Ben already
reviewed.
did it. Yeah.
Let's look at Rogue Potato then. That's a 3Q. So this will be your black with handicap.
Review started.
Okay. Typically we don't peep, but it's okay. Not a huge deal. I think maybe just go here. This is probably the simplest. Technically, this should be the best, but I understand that this looks confusing.
Right.
But actually, all you have to do is just run away.
Right.
White can't seal you in, so white has 2 weak groups.
Okay.
But I guess a lot of players feel like uncomfortable with that, but it's not a huge deal. It's actually pretty good for you.
Yeah.
This isn't that bad though. Nice, nice. And you went for the influence. Very nice. Try to get... Can you get the extension? Yeah, so if you get the extension... I don't know, maybe go 5. If you get the extension and they go here, this cut is okay. Because there should be some squeeze logic, but... Okay, it's fine. That might be too difficult. Now should be a good Tanuki. I think this one you can read, right?
Yeah, that ought to be okay.
So a little bit of a slow Tanuki. Okay, so now you have a target. Good, push it, and then fix the cutting point while take the base. Perfect. Okay, defense first, so we want to respond. If you're going to go this side, I would go high, because you already have a low stone. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. A cap would have been perfect for this. Because you looked at the squares, and if you cap, ooh, that would have been perfect.
That would have been great.
This is okay. It's more territorial style, but it's also a lot more Gote. I think modern play is just a lot more Sentai.
Now, I'm kind of wondering, because I don't remember what happened in this game, but because I lost by 16.5, I'm kind of wondering whether he actually killed something. Because it just seems like maybe you'd have to kill something in order to win by that much.
Here's a variation you could consider, because since you have this stone, we could double Hane. Because I think that's quite a bit of cash, and this isn't that intimidating. Because you've already pushed it down with 04.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely block.
Okay.
This is too much. Yeah, this is really annoying. There's not
it is.
You have the advantage, but it's not easy, especially with the rank difference. I want to say this one is the move. Because you threaten G3 as well as C2. No, I think you have to go here. Yeah, this is the side 6. No, that's an Atari. Oh, no way. Is it alive? That would be stupid.
All by itself, it's alive. with the stones that cut.
Yeah. I know side 6 is alive, but I thought with this many liberties it wouldn't, but that's stupid.
Well, I think the stone at C2
Why is there no Tsuji?
and the stone at C6 ought to make it a little trickier.
Yeah, it's supposed to. That's funny. This is why basic shapes are useful. And then maybe this. Yeah, and then here. Oh, but I can't do the shortage of liberties because I have a cutting point. Oh, this should be something. Should be something with that low liberties. Oh, let's ask AI. Okay, we know this is big. It says here. Oh, it's just in-game? Is that all it is? Wow. Crazy. Like, I know side 6 is alive, but that's a crazy looking side 6. It feels like that should die, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, let me... As you saw, the AI really likes the E2 shape. It's a really important shape here.
I like it too.
Here, absolutely, you gotta go here. I think this one you need to see.
Right.
Because here you have very obvious cutting points.
Right.
What is wrong with this? Am I missing something? Maybe white didn't see the snapback. Wait, it's not even a snapback. It's what? I don't know what white.
Right.
Maybe white missed something. I don't know.
Oh, I saw it eventually. But now I'm concerned.
This one is
Let's
slow.
see.
Just
Well, the thing is, though,
here.
can't if white gets that, then I suppose,
You only have one eye. That is correct.
yeah.
But you don't have to play the inside until the outside's done.
Okay.
So, like
So then
here,
add another
here
stone.
works.
Okay.
Here works. I might also check this move, see what white's choice is going to be. So white does that, then this becomes very valuable again. Yeah, I would check the Aji, but the idea is like use your opponent's weaknesses to live.
Right.
Okay, this is good. I would prefer here, but yours is okay as well. No, that one's slow. You need to run away. No, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. If you can take that Incente, it's big. Okay, you might be right. No, outside. Stop trying to live on the second line.
Okay.
Ew.
I know. I hate it.
No, white helped you a lot. You have
Oh, yeah.
so much
And then I am
Aji
out.
right here. Oh, wow. This one, I think I would bamboo because it threatens
Right.
some
That
Aji.
makes more sense. Yeah.
But this is even this still helps because you hurt the liberties on these two stones.
True.
Oh, that is so good for you. You're still on the inside though. You need to be on the outside more. Third line. You can third line. It's fine.
Okay.
You shouldn't worry about that. Yeah, living on the second line is really, really small. Run away before you do that. You could consider this. So do you remember the pros and cons of this?
No, I do not.
So you don't do this because white can play R17 and get the corner, right?
Right.
But if the outside is urgent, sometimes it's worth it.
Uh-huh. True. So those stones have to run and live on their own.
Yeah, sometimes it can be worth it. Now here, I'm not sure, but it's something to consider. Sometimes you can also consider this move. Typically you don't, but it's good to think about this stuff. Okay, it's understandable. Because this opens up some invasion Aji. Okay. Diagonal.
Okay.
This one gives this cutting point,
Right. Yeah.
which is annoying. Right, so that is why we diagonal, so we can Hane right here.
Right. Makes sense.
We got a double Hane.
Mm.
Double Hane or connect.
Okay.
This one feels a little slow. Okay, so the center squares are almost done, but there are several targets. So we have a target right here. We have a target right here. We have almost a target right here. So now we just need to threaten stuff. So what if I go here and start threatening something here?
Okay.
Maybe exchange this first. Make sure white lives. And then once white lives, you can go threaten this. And optimistically, you can get this to run and get that. And then optimistically, you can peep here and try to get that. Hey, look, you're winning.
Yeah. Right.
But that's that's the idea that you want to think about. Okay. Okay, nice cap. I think cap.
Yeah.
Cap or touch? Okay.
I was feeling not too terrible about.
I mean, yeah,
playing
you
this-
did exactly what I was trying to do. You just did it with 1 point jumps somehow. I don't know how you did it with 1 point jumps, but you did.
But
That
now
is
he goes and reduces it.
cuttable.
Okay.
Knight's moves are cuttable. Yeah, you could have cut that though. Okay, Sente is nice. Is this the biggest thing to do? Well, at the very least, you can do that move.
Right.
This group doesn't look alive yet, so this should be Sente.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is in-game because it only threatens these little points. What? What? What?
Oh. Yes. You know what? I think I remember I got that later.
But it's funny that both of you missed it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm not sure, like, to me, like, this feels obvious, but for some reason, like, it's hard for me to understand the psychology of what you're thinking about at this timing. Because 3Qs know this shape, right? There's no way a 3Q doesn't know this. But the 3Q's not noticing it. So how do I train the noticing? But I guess this would be squeeze the Sujis. Yeah, I don't know how to get people to see this other than just doing lots of Go problems. But this is a huge difference.
I know.
It's like a 6-point difference. Okay.
There.
Oh, you did see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I go here, 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 here? Oh, I want a Tsuji! I want a Tsuji! Why is there no Tsuji? I'm so annoyed. There should be a Tsuji there. That is so annoying. There's supposed to be a Tsuji there. I can't find it though. Let me double check. Okay, there's not. That's so annoying that that's not a Tsuji there. This is technically Gote now, so I think it's actually small. Because the last time you were fixing a cutting point. This time you're just getting 6 points.
Right. Well, is there anything more than 6 points for me at
Here,
this point?
here, here. Here. Yeah, I think you're trying to make 6 points instead of threatening 6 points. That's the difference. Oh, there's a Tsuji. I think there's a Tsuji. Okay, here, here. Here, here. Okay, I guess one doesn't matter. Let's do this without one. So threaten that, do that, Atari there, and go there. And oh, there's dang it. How do I activate this? There should be a shortage of liberties to Suji. Oh, come on. There has to be a Tsuji. It's just some in-game points. How is there not a Tsuji up there? That's impossible, man. Oh my gosh. How is there not a Tsuji with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cutting points, and there's not a Tsuji? What a scam!
That is sad. Oh, by the way, I glanced at the chat and I noticed somebody suggesting that they make the NAOL games AGA rated. Well, let me just say, that's the day I stopped playing NAOL games.
I don't know. I feel like the NAOL is supposed to support the AGA ranking system, and it is not doing that.
Well, I'll tell you, there's no way they're ever going to make them, and that there's no way they will ever make them AGA rated, because there is too much opportunity for botting. There's no way you can.
Oh, I remember the stupid meeting with the AGA board of directors. They were so like nitpicky with online stuff because of the threat of botting.
Right.
And I'm like, 99% of people are not going to bot. Why are you taking features away from them? There's not money on the line. If there's no money on the line, then just try your best to like deal with it, but like don't keep things away from people. Don't keep features away from people because you're worried about the 1% who will take advantage of it. Like even on Sumego Dragon, I have like there's ways you could like steal Sumego Dragon stuff without paying. But 99% of people are not going to do that, so why would I prevent people from accessing stuff, like the free accounts from accessing stuff, if 99% of people are going to, like, use it correctly? It's just terrible practice. I think it's the paranoia is way too high, considering you're supposed to be, like, supporting stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, these games are not at all the same. Sitting across the board from somebody, with each player having 90 minutes of main time, is not in any way comparable to doing these online games that, yeah, you're getting 40 minutes for, but neither side's really using the time anyway.
So I agree with you that if they were rated, would not be equivalent. They're supposed to support what they're supposed to do, and what they actually would do is two different things. But I'm saying AI cheating should not be relevant.
Well, maybe not, but since the games are not at all equivalent, we can just even ignore the AI cheating part and say it's not a good idea because they're not even equivalent.
Right. It would be terrible right now, because right now it's like so mismatched and terrible pairings and everything. So
exactly. I do not want that.
Yeah, it would be terrible right now, but that's what it's supposed to be for. So it's something. Yeah, this one was a big key move because it threatens the cut, and you can't fix right here.
No.
So white has to fix here or here.
Well, actually there, because white's going to have to fill.
And white can't Tanuki because then that works. Maybe it's fine.
Exactly
maybe white doesn't care because it's only like what 2 or 3 points, 3 points. But yeah, I think it was a big move because now when white reduces, white has more liberties as well as taking your points.
Right. Yeah, that was bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one you lose more than you've gained.
Yeah.
No, go here.
Okay.
Wait. Let me check the cutting points. Yep. Definitely just make the second 9. It's worth more. That one is Gote. Whoa! You missed a huge move.
What did I miss?
Look at the top left.
Sure. I could have played B16.
Yeah, white can't just sacrifice that willy-nilly. Like, white has to give up a lot of points. Yeah, this is what I mean about, like, you could gain, like, 30, 40 points in the endgame if you're a master of endgame at this level. There's so many chances. Oh, he must have been like, oh, crap!
Yeah, I'm sure he was.
And there's nothing here, right? It shouldn't be. Yeah, there's nothing there. Yeah, that was a big chance move. That one's interesting. If you want to be like really confusing, you could do this
Yeah.
into something stupid over here. Just, I don't know. Try to find the triple go. I don't know. If you just want to make it stupidly complicated for no good reason, for like 1 point. The 1 point triple co. I think you should fight for Sente more.
Okay.
This is, you lose what, half a point? And you're threatening 2 points. So you're threatening Sente and a point. So there's no reason not to do that. Look at this stuff first. Try to push into areas first.
Right.
I guess 5 doesn't really matter.
It doesn't connect back.
But it's Sente. Well, not Sente, I guess, but like it's practically Sente. It's pretty big. I guess you could go here if you really want. Then you don't lose the stone, or you don't lose the cut. Here.
Yes.
That's I don't. I guess that one's difficult to see, but this would be the Troublemaster problems.
Right.
This is just literally Dame.
I know. I should have played that. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's literal Dame. That is a point, but this is the way to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not Natari yet. You're not Natari yet.
I know.
Don't fix it yet. Yeah, you're getting impatient to finish the game, and you're losing a lot of points because of it. This is Dame again. There's a point. There's a point. I want there to be a point right here.
But there's not. No, there's
Oh,
not.
actually, what if I... Back here. What if I go... Here, 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 here. How? Watch. Oh well. How did you wasted so many moves up here and still got the stone? But you did spend like 4 moves up there to get that stuff. It's very funny though. Good reading. You didn't panic about this cutting point.
No, I did not.
Did you read the cutting point?
Yeah, I did. I thought about it.
It's good reading. You're not dying anywhere. You are definitely rushing the endgame and missing several chance moves and lots of points. So right now, I think you could easily improve your endgame by 20 points.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I think the big key is just don't rush it. Because rushing the endgame, if you rushed anywhere in the middle game, you would die, right?
Right.
So if you rush the endgame,
I rushed the middle game too, you know?
Yeah, don't rush the end of it. You have 20 minutes. You're supposed to use it.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Nope, no questions. Thanks for the good lesson.
Okay, we're going to say focus on endgame. That's it. Focus on it. That's 20. That's 20 points right there. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you when I see you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. My next lesson is at 3:30, but I do want to take a short break to like hydrate and use the restroom. So I am going to go to a be right back screen. Quick shout out to my lessons. If you would like a lesson like the one you just saw, you can do so here. You can also there, even if you don't want lessons, you can get access to the lesson VODs for $3 a month. And if you want to support what I do while also getting a lot of practice, you can check out smegodragon.com, which is a great place to do Go problems that are separated by categories. And we also have a new player / kid friendly version as well, which is the adventure mode, in order to let the younger people enjoy Go as well. With that, I will take a short break and I will be right back. Okay. How is everyone doing? I know it's not as many people here today. We do have a bit of time, so we can do some Q&As. If you have questions about like what to study or questions about like something, I don't know, what the weather is. Oh, wow. There's a lot of people watching this one. Who's Stevie? Time to find out who the traders are. Why? Okay. Why was there a monkey? It was like action, 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 monkey. Well, figured out why it's a monkey. That was so dumb looking. What? Well, that's cool. He has a little thing right there. I mean, it's free. Just try it one season, and if you don't like it, just don't sign up next season. Do you use code Clossius for 50% off? Yeah, it's funny how that works. That we're debating if something's going to be good or not when it literally costs nothing for us to try. How many hobbies, whatever. Oh, what a traitor. It's fine. As long as you use one of the codes. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that we probably don't try, even though it's like free to try and see if we like it or not. I'm really surprised they have more viewers. Maybe it's because I'm doing lessons today. I know lessons are a lot less popular. He knows his net. I'm so proud. You've no idea how many people missed this. And then Nobi, and then Hane. Sorry. There, Atari, there, turn. 1, 2, 3 liberties. Well, the question is the push Atari, Atari, but then Hane, and then Atari, and then connect, and then push, and then Hane, and then cut, and then that's a double Atari, but that's not an I. But these stones might get in trouble actually. No, because of the squeeze. It's Tsuji. Yeah, networks. Okay, it's less. I thought it was more easy. I thought it was easier than. I thought it was easier than it was. Yeah, that's true as well. Even a squeeze would be good here. But you do have to be careful. If this doesn't get captured, then maybe these cutting points activate. Because technically, just playing Tiger's Mouth loses nothing. You just don't get the cutting stones. That's a fun little read. Yeah, how many liberties do they have if they push and cut you? Yep, Dawn level reading is counting the liberties at the end of the variation. One by one. Counting liberties is how you get to out of the 20 Qs, and counting liberties is how you get to Dawn level. You just do it sooner and sooner and sooner. Dawn level is just playing DDK shapes like 5 to 10 moves in advance. That's all it is. We just get in advance our DDK shapes. What if you Knights move? Knights move, Nobi, Nose, Hane there, Atari there, Connect, Hane, Atari. Did they just assume? They didn't even bother. Wait, I'm so dumb. Oh my gosh. I'm so freaking dumb. It's just a basic net. Why did I go all the way over there? I can't believe we just did that. The thing is, I was wondering what he was reading, and I was like, oh, he must be reading these cutting points. There isn't cutting points. I need to go do another 100 net problems. I deserve to do go problems for that. I should have solved that instantly, but I'm over here trying to read the cutting points that he's reading. There is no cutting points. Literally no cutting points. Why were we reading cutting points? I want to blame him for distracting me because I thought he was reading something, but I should have seen it. I'm so dumb. I'm so upset with myself for doing that. Oh, man. I was actually having fun trying to count the liberties down here. But I should have just noticed at a glance that that was a Atari. I'm so upset with myself for not noticing that. I can count the liberties in 15 moves, but I can't count them in 2 moves. 3 moves. 1, 2, 3. But I can count them in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I can count them in 16 moves, but I can't count them in 2 moves. It's so stupid. Why did I think that? Oh, man. I need to do go problems. I'm doing too much coding. I'm just coding too much. I got a state tournament coming up, and I'm missing nets. I'm so insulted with myself. Where's the nets? I deserve to do problems. I deserve to have to do these problems. And make sure that you visualize the answer. Like, you don't just know instantly where the answer is, but visualize it. It's very important practice. That way you don't do what I literally just did. I love how easy it is to just find the move, but you're like, I want to read like what happens if I go here and then there's an Atari and an Atari and I go down and I have 3 liberties, but it literally white's just an Atari if you do that. But my brain wants to read the complex stuff. There's this one like 20Q problem that I constantly mess up. Because you're literally in Atari, you're supposed to capture the stone to get out of Atari, but it looks like it's a snapback at a glance. And so you'll do the snapback and then immediately get captured, and you're like, oh, I died. Whoops. And for some reason, there's this one shape that very much looks like a snapback, but it's not. It's just a straight up capture. So it's a 20Q problem that I consistently mess up because I keep trying to do the Tsuchi. Da da da, push, block, 1 liberty. Da da, honey, there, block, cut, there, block. And it's only 2 liberties and 2 liberties, and there's no cut right here. There, Atari, double Atari. There, yep. Attack the bamboo, Hane, blah, 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 Atari. Oh yeah, this is the Joseki crap. Letters be gone. Letters be gone. Hey, don't want letters. Messes you up from reading. Or at least, like, unless it's like explaining what it's telling you. Just random letters though are distracting. Hey, look, it's the shape that I just screwed up because I'm bad. And this is why we drill DDK problems. Yeah, a lot of this is like trying not to instant play and trying to visualize it before I play. Because I want us to go click, 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 click. Because I can do that, but like I need to visualize it. That's like why I'm getting lazy with my reading, is I keep instant playing the shape. And I need to visualize it. That's like the whole point. Oh, that one's actually quite a bit. It's because we jumped up to 4 stars. That's why. Okay, so that. It's definitely not a ladder. Even if I squeeze it, it's not a ladder. If I throw an Atari there and cut, I'm only have 2 liberties. Cool. This one's a fun net. I wonder if you guys can solve it. Can you guys solve this one? It's a cool little net. I want to say yes, but I'm actually double checking something. Okay, it should be the net, but then I actually found this counter at F13. Oh, you just Hane. Oh, that's so sick. No, 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 you gotta play with the cool one. You gotta play with the cool one. Oh, no, we are adding that response. We're totally adding that response. That is so sick. How cool is that? Yeah, liberties. Oh, man. See, let's add that. And then that. And then add the wrong answer. Go back and then add the correct answer. And then that's the correct one. Technically, there's another one too. Correct. And that one is also correct. And we're going to get rid of that lame response, the super easy one. We're getting rid of that crap. We're going to keep the cool one and save. Yeah, that's a cool one. Oh man, that is such a cool response. Oh, I guess you could do it now, huh? Is it better to save it though? You could do it now, but they get a Panuki. This is going to get reported if I don't add that, though. People love their not as correct answers. People love this reporting the suboptimal answers. If I can spell correct correctly. Oh, that's such a fun net. Why is this one 4 stars? Is this one really 4 stars? Maybe some people just don't know it. Yay. All right. Good. Homework done. Don't miss a net. Bad, Clossy. Okay, you go away. You made me do Go problems last I looked at you. Also, time for the lesson. Okay.
Hi, Sean. How are you doing?
Hello, can you hear me?
Sorry, yes, I forgot to put my mic down. Yes.
Okay. I sent you the link to Video Ninja. That will let you see my screen.
Okay, let me see. So that would be in the Discord, yeah?
Mhm.
Okay, I can see. Okay. Okay. I think, I mean, I can see the cursor moving, yeah? So it could be you.
Okay, can
Yes.
you like see all this?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's see. 24Q. Last time we talked, it looks like I wrote, let me know how difficult it is to find an opponent. So was that difficult to find other beginner opponents?
Correct. That's exactly what happened. I mean, there were a couple of things here due to the basically circumstances of my work.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't play much, etc. So that's behind the point. The whole point is that I have actively tried to kind of work on your lessons for the 23Q, for the basically 13 by 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then basically I said, okay, well, I need to play some games. Okay, it's all nice and dandy to look at that, but I need to play some games. So I kept on putting myself out on OGS looking for the opponent. And by some reason, this time it was really difficult to find absolutely anybody. So I kind of played, I said, well, I have to do something. So apart from Tsumego, I just play whatever bot was there available.
Did you
So-
create a game, or did you?
I went to the create the game,
Mhm.
create the game, and then I would just select the Chinese rules.
Mhm.
I would select the handicap required. I would limit the opponents. Let's say, I don't know, from 25 to let's say 18Q,
Mhm.
and let it roll. Yeah, maybe it was time of the day. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what was the.
Okay. Let's try a different approach then, and then use the computers as a level up. So I think you're already doing this, but maybe work your way down until you get your rank into the like 18Q plus, and then maybe try to play people again. However, we do want to do this, I guess, until you can beat AmyBot, because it looks like that's the closest to out of the 20 Qs on 13 by 13, and then start over on 19 by 19 and work your way down again.
Okay, so I'm Amy bot, and that's 22K. Yeah. Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, I've not given up on people,
Right.
you know. But if I can't find anybody, that will be
Right.
my.
So I
backup
think
plan, yeah.
the best bet is just going to get you out of the 20 Qs is probably the next goal.
Yeah.
I
I mean, I managed to get out of the 20 Qs, and then I briskly fell back.
Who's
into the-
Amaranthus? Is that a
Sorry?
bot? Oh, this is
Yeah.
a bot, but like it's not in the list. Where'd you find the bot? Oh, is it a 13 by 13 only bot?
30, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was different bots for different sizes. That's cool.
Well, that's yeah. Sorry. Yes. I was kind of working my way to 23 by 23. If I would be really busy during the day, I would try to go to play quick 9 by 9 and just keep my hand into it, and then try to work with the principles you set out in your lessons. So that was that. You know, I haven't been on the Discord, I must say that, because last time you mentioned that maybe I should try to visit a couple of groups there and to speak to people. And I mean, I last time when I was in OGS, there were a few people I kind of like I send a friend invite, and this time around I just couldn't get in touch with them. I don't know what I've done.
OGS is a lot less sociable outside of the forums. So, for example, like Discord is built to be social. OGS is built to play games. So there's a lot less people actively like messaging. So if you go in like the community in the chat, up here you can see there's 4,000 people online and only 26 people actually in the chat. So you can see like how much people care about talking on OGS. On the forums is different because it's like correspondence talking. But Discord is literally built for communication. So I do think Discord could be beneficial, just because learning with friends is the most effective way to improve. So if you can find like a 20Q buddy, or even like a 15Q buddy, and then work your way, like give yourself like 5 stones and try to work your way down, or 9 stones and work your way down. That's actually how I improved. Was I went to the local club, my own Go club, and there was an 8Q, and I was 18Q. And so I would take 9 stones, and then I would lose, go study for a week, come back next week, take 9 stones, lose, go study for a week, come back next week, and then I would just every week. And then when I won with the 9 stones, I would go down to 8 stones, and I would just work my way down every single week. And that's actually how my first year of Go went, was just working my way down every week, 1 stone at a time. So if you
I
give,
think that's I really like that approach, and I was considering what you said, kind of like I mean, I know that there is a club. Unfortunately, Houston is only one club, and it's a bit far away. But we used to have a local club, but that thing died out. And I was considering of just try to go to the club, and because at the end of the day, you have to play with people, you have to be sociable, etc., etc. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I was looking for in Houston.
Looks like there's
I mean,
2.
Yes, but one which was in Katy was not replying. That is probably about Cypress Tumble. That's about an hour drive for me.
Yeah, my Go Club is now an hour and a half for me too, so I don't go very much anymore.
Well, yeah. I mean, there used to be one locally. They used to meet in a local library, and I said, "Oh, that's great." But then, for some reason, they packed it up.
I will give you some advice. My therapist actually said that if I have the time and money, I should go to Go Club, even if it's like an hour and a half away. She said it's good for me to go to Go Club. But right now, Go Club meets on Saturdays, and Saturdays is the most lucrative money-wise for DoorDash deliveries. So I don't go. But basically, she was like, if it doesn't like negatively affect you, and it's just like some money, then just go. She said it's good for me to just go. It's so I will give you the same advice. If it's not a huge deal, then just go. Socialize, make friends.
I fully agree with you, and I kind of do miss that because I mean, I'm because of the work, etc. A lot of my activities are, I would say, solitary. When I train by myself. When I work, I'm more or less, yes, I'm involved with the teams, but again, and then I play Go and I play in front of machine. I said, "Oh, great improvement,"
Yeah.
So
yeah,
so
all I do is work as well. So
well, it's what you do. You have to make the paycheck, but that's that. But I appreciate advice, and at least, I mean, I will continue trying. I will probably try to reserve myself one evening to try to go and break into that Go Club locally, and then take it from there.
Yep. You also it doesn't always have to be Go either. It could be like hanging out with friends to go to the movies or go out to eat or whatever, reaching out to people and socializing, just to make sure that you socialize. My teacher, a different teacher actually told me that if my life is only Go, then I'm preventing myself from improving at Go because I'm not being a well-rounded person. So it limits my ability to grow. So it's like playing only in one corner of the board. If your life is only Go, you're only playing in one corner of the board. So I will give that same advice that my teacher gave me. Like, it doesn't always have to be Go, but it is important to like get out and socialize and meet up with people.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. For me, it's life is too short. Go is interesting. Go is vast. And other things which I do, I do not waste my time with something what doesn't add value. And that's where I am. I appreciate obviously the friendship and the social side of the things, but I do not want to hang around for sake around of hanging around with people. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Who knows? Yeah. Anyhow.
So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and just walk through this. It looks like you're playing open corners, which is good. And then you blocked. Okay, and you played honey. Just make sure you watch that cutting point. So this one is not good yet because this one's too early. You still have an open side and you have a cutting point. So there's 2 things to do. And this second line stuff is just end game. Unless white's trying to come under, you don't really need to be there yet. Okay, here, just connect your cut.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, this one you want to master as soon as you can.
That's yeah. I've been harmed a few times through that very vehicle. You know, second line cuts.
Are you doing Go problems?
Tsumego. I sign up for that.
Okay.
That's last time what you suggested.
Yeah. So here would be if you miss this second line cut, then just go do some cut problems or connect problems. Where are they at?
Problem. Okay. Is this
Connecting.
is this a different Sumego you have than I have? Or is it just a view different?
It's a view different, probably, because first off, I made the categories the landing page, because everyone wants to go to the categories, so I just made that the first page. Secondly, I have my own background selected, so you can customize your background and look of the Go board and stuff. But yeah, so I think go to the connection problems, and every time you make a mistake, just do like maybe 50. Like I just made a mistake with the net, so I just gave myself like homework to just go do like 30, 40 net problems before the lesson. So
no,
it's really
that's
good practice.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
Do be careful right here. If you have so many cuts right here, go ahead and just fix with a tiger's mouth. Now the reason is the tiger's mouth is a very special shape. Connection is better at fixing cutting points than tiger's mouths. But tiger's mouths
very question. Yeah, please.
So tiger's mouths are not as good as the connection, but tiger's mouths are better than a connection to do two things. So, for example, if you're fixing 2 cutting points, a tiger's mouth will work very well. If you're only fixing 1, the connection's better. So this one, it technically only fixes 1, but it also helps your end game, because now you don't have to fix second line cut. Versus if you had just connected, you have that second line cut.
Okay.
So the tiger's mouth is good for dealing with 2 problems. If you're trying to deal with 1 problem, just connect. But I think here, this is going to get you in trouble if these cutting points activate. So try to be very cautious about having more than 1 cutting point on a string of stones.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's exactly what was happening. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So this cutting point is going to be a big deal soon. Okay. Okay. This looks a little bit better because you're trying to go under white. This one, if you go straight up, runs into a white stone, so you want to get under it.
Okay, I see.
But also, don't forget, you still haven't played this open side.
I don't have. That's first thing what you said, kind of like open corners, open lines. You know what's threatening. Where is your weakness? Where is opponent's weakness?
Right. This one is okay to try to go in. Just make sure you check the cutting point. This cutting point is a ladder, so it is okay. Okay. This one is going to activate the cut, actually. So right now, it's not obvious because it's still a ladder. But this is something you probably learn the hard way, is when you connect, that actually takes the liberty. So now it is no longer a ladder.
That's exactly what happened, yeah.
Yeah, so this is one of those exception shapes where you kind of have to learn the hard way, but once you learn that, then you'll recognize that you need to fix this before you Hane. So maybe just fix, and then if you get the chance, then you can do it.
Okay.
Okay, but pushing looks good. I would say you pushing the borders, you're doing quite well. Okay, there you go. Now you're fixing the cutting point.
Yeah, no, a little bit late.
This one's the most dangerous, which is unfortunately. So these two.
Is that just because it's on the third line, or?
It's because it's so close to the edge. Imagine the edge as white stones, and then you would see, hey, I'm almost trapped against white. Versus in the center, I have escape routes. So
basically, the white plays L6. That leaves me with only 2 liberties, effectively.
Right. So this cutting point does as well, but this one's closer to the edge, so it's it's a lot easier to get trapped. But you got to fix something, right? So you did do that, and I think habit-wise this is okay. So I don't think that you made a basic mistake. I'm just letting you know that this one is probably more severe at this timing.
Okay.
Okay. Before you do this, you actually want to unsettle. And here's actually an interesting rule of thumb. If the center is already done, then that is now a wall. So you actually want to push them to it. So typically, in the middle game, you want to surround them, right? So take the base and then surround. But it's already surrounded. If the center line is done, it's already surrounded. So you're at step 3, which is take the eye space.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I was still living in the world, push them to the edge.
No, you're supposed to learn this in this order, right? I want you to learn 1 before you learn 1.
Yeah. No, fine. Yeah. Okay.
So
Gotcha.
I think your habits are very good. Now we're just learning another concept, which is once the center's done, you actually are at step 3. Okay, fix your cut. This is very good. This is greedy because this is able to get cut off. You don't want to play a vital point until it's completely surrounded. So you want to play like this. You want to reduce the eye space before you start playing vital points. Because if you play a vital point and it lives, this is the only attacking move that will lose you points because now you have a dead stone.
Well, now I see it. Now, basically, when you put your stone on the G3, yeah. Okay.
So just be cautious about that step 4 vital point. Step 1, step 2, and step 3 will not lose you points. It's just going to give you value, right? But step 4, if you are incorrect, that's the only one where you lose points. So that one you must be absolutely sure on before you play it. So make sure you don't rush that step 4 vital point.
Okay. When you say step 4, what do you mean by step 4? Sorry.
The Clossius approach.
Sorry? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so 1, base, 2, surround, 3, eye space, 4, play the vital point.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. Okay, surrounding, it's good habits. This is tricky. There's 2 directions for white to go. And this one is closer to the edge, so this is the one you want to block.
Okay.
But this is not exactly obvious, so it's okay. You didn't really mess up a fundamental. You're still taking eye space. Okay. Okay. This one is not fundamental because you're not threatening anything. You're not going to push in. So now you need to block over here. You could actually push first and then block. Because if you go here and white ignores, all you have is this push. It's already blocked. There's no way in.
Yeah.
So this move is not Sente or not forcing. Okay. Nice catch on the cut. Very good.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, yeah.
Okay. So I think this is happening because of N4. Your cutting timing, I think, was very nice. You noticed the cut and you activated it. But you do lose the corner, and I want to say that is because you didn't get the first move over here.
I see that now, yeah.
Ooh, white's being tricky. Okay, good. Just fix. Don't stress. Okay, trying stuff at the end is fine. Try the cutting points at the end.
Cutting points at the end, okay.
It's more likely to be something at the cutting points.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so close. That's alive. This is because this is the fastest eye you can make in the game. It takes only 2 moves to make an eye.
Corner, yeah.
So the 1-2 points are very nice to have if you're trying to make life. So these are very commonly vital points of a group, and that is because the eye in the corner is very valuable.
Well, that had never. I mean, it's obvious, but it's never occurred to me. I was never actually going for that with a purpose, to be honest.
Okay. So are you saying you are not trying to make eyes right now?
Yes, I was trying to
Okay.
do something there. But obviously, I missed the opportunity there.
Here, you want to make the eye as big as possible.
Yeah.
And then if white gets too greedy and takes the vital point before you're surrounded, you can actually make an eye on the outside. That's
yeah.
So white has to go here, and then you can play the vital point. So this is make the eye space as big as you can, and then do it. So now if I go here, it's only 2 instead of 3.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, make the eye.
I know. Yeah, afterwards I was kind of, there's a lot of afterwards.
So this one was a false eye. Okay, so this will be false eye go problems in addition to cut go problems. Let's start writing these down. So we'll have
false eye.
50,
Okay.
50 connection and 50 false. It might also be fake eye. Fake eyes. And we'll also add on a 50 cuts because that's kind of the key to attack and defense right now is the connections and cutting points. So we'll keep up this homework. Okay. Nope, you still have an Atari stone right here.
Yeah.
Oops. So thanks to your wall, you can actually just run this way.
Because I have that. Yeah, that's something what I still have to
Yeah,
start applying.
this
as
is
a concept, you know.
This is a ladder normally, but because you got down to 2 liberties, it doesn't work. So this is kind of one of those learning experiences. Oh my gosh, why didn't take it?
Well, yeah, well, exactly. I was thinking like, oh well, that's a ladder. What I'm doing, and then oops, the liberties are gone.
That one.
Yeah.
Oops. Very close. No, you need a co-threat. Check a cutting point or Atari something.
No. Okay.
This doesn't threaten anything, so white will just ignore and kill you. What? Why did white pass? What? Why are you not fixing? What do you not see that you're an Atari?
I did not see that. I mean, honestly, I think I was tired by that time. Not fact.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's interesting because you just white just captured the stone. It's the exact same position 3 moves
And then
earlier.
I should fix it, yeah.
And
I
then you forgot.
Yeah. I think my concentration wavers, to be honest. to say the least, yeah.
Yeah. I think you have died like 6 times. Oh, that's a Atari. Oh, I can just capture you.
Well, yeah, that's.
Okay, so this is why you lost, is this life and death at the top right. Okay, so this one we're going to say 53 space eye. Looks like that's one of the shapes that you messed up because it was, remember, it was the bent 3. And that would have lived instantly. Hopefully the false eye problems will make you notice this more. But yeah, I'm not sure how you got captured like 4 times, but still didn't realize that you could be captured. It's interesting. So yeah, definitely want to work on that. That is the reason you lost.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I think you were winning. Maybe.
Well, they come and go, to be honest. I mean, I had a lot of problems with one of the bots when a lot of attacks were coming at 2-3 line.
Uh-huh.
You know, when I get attacked there, when I would, for instance, take one of the corner, I put stone in one of the corners, and then the bot would try to attack me behind that. You know, and I think that you have covered that in one of the first lessons for 23. Sometimes I was successful dealing with that. Sometimes I was absolutely abysmal. But that's it. Few times it happened to me in the game. Yeah.
Okay, so that's that one. I also want to. So right now, what we really want to do is just give you some sort of like level up game system to gamify it and have fun with it. So on some Mega Dragon, under the play, there's actually a couple things that you could do. So the OGS one is actually the Kids Go server. There's no one on it, but it's good if you have a friend that you want to play, you can use it. But they do have these easy bots. So you could do easy where you have 6 stones, easy where you have 4 stones, easy where you have 2, easy blah, blah, blah. Another one is going to be Kosumi and Squishy Go. So if you like the cute stones, Squishy's nice, but...
I've never been there, to be honest, in that one. So Kids Go, yeah?
If you just click on play, you have... If you just click on play on the Mega Dragon, it'll have all of these. This one's Capture Go. So Kosumi, I think, is a more natural, and then you could just work your way up the sizes.
Okay.
So here you can start by 5x5. And then after you beat that one, you move here, beat that one, move up here, beat that one, beat that one, beat that one. And then maybe at the time you get the 19, you go 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 0. So this is the handicap. Yeah. So it's a nice little level up system. And you want to do that with something that you're having fun with. So you could do it there. You could do it on OGS, like against the bots. You can go down the bot list, 13 by 13, and then go up to 19 by 19 and go down again. But something to level you up. But you also want to not stay on the same size. If you stay there for forever, there's always going to be more stuff to learn because there's Dawn level problems on small boards as well. So it's just a matter of like when enough is enough, and that is basically when you can beat the bots at the end of 20 queues on that size. Then that's when you're ready for the next one. I wish they had like a better bot system. But basically, yeah, I would just go all the 20 queues on 13 by 13 and then all the 20 queues on 19 by 19. Make sure they're ranked so that way your rank is going up as well. And then maybe when you get to 20Q or 19Q, hopefully you'll get more people accepting your games. So we'll go with that.
That was my problem because my kind of like rating kind of deteriorated so much that basically probably I was not of interest for anybody to play with.
Yeah. So I think that will be a good game plan for now. Let's look at this one.
Review started.
Okay. Open corners, open sides. Okay, block. This is kind of a block. Okay, is there a reason you didn't go for this one?
No.
Okay.
I did,
so this one is the block.
I mean, I could have gone for that because, I mean, I would have a tiger's mouth there.
Here they push diagonal, so you want to connect the other side. When they push diagonals, it's really good for you because they make all your stuff connected and you have lots of liberties. So this is a really nice exchange for you. So this is why you shouldn't push diagonals. And since they did, you can connect and it's very nice. Okay, so now you're in a little bit of a difficult position, but you just want to surround and trap it against the edge. Okay, nice. And capture. Good. Connect. Good. Okay, and now we're back to open sides, which is the top side.
So, okay, yeah.
Okay, sorry, go ahead. What was your question?
No, I was just basically saying, I mean, would you go and play that open line at G10 or something like that? Oh, okay.
Approach a stone. Don't go in the direct center. You want to approach something. Because
Oh,
if you approach something, you can jump and make an eye. But if you play in the direct center, where are you going to jump?
correct.
So
Yeah.
you want to jump over that
Yeah, yeah.
line, not
Yeah.
beyond the line. But yes,
That's what I didn't know what to do with. No, I didn't know what to do with that. You know, I was
I will
thinking like,
say, even if you don't know like the move, but you know you're supposed to be up here, then just throw a stone up there. It doesn't matter. It's better than not playing it. So even the wrong spot is better than no spot. So if you know the top side is the open side, then you should still have a stone up there.
Gotcha.
You're not an Atari, so there's no reason to capture. You can keep pushing. Okay, the blocks here are good, but you still haven't gotten to the top side. Ladder. Perfect, perfect. Oh, so close. You can just go here.
Yeah, I messed up that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's also ladder problems. Yeah, this is too much. Oh, don't ladder on the first line. On the first line, you don't turn, you push.
Okay.
Because if you do this, this stone can sometimes get you in trouble. So there's no need. So it technically works, but it's a better habit to push stuff to the edge than to play on the edge. So it's a much better habit that once it gets on the second line, just push it to the edge. Don't play on the first line. Yeah, messing up a ladder is super painful. Ladder is basically the dream shape for cutting points if it's alive. So the ladder has to die.
Yes, several times I've been there. Exactly what you're saying. Yeah? And I got it wrong. You die. Yeah.
This one is a false eye, so you can be Atari. So instead, it's just better to connect.
Yep.
This doesn't make sense. Are you trying? Oh, are you trying to make an eye? That's probably what you're doing.
Yes. Yeah.
This is also a false eye because of the corner. When you're looking at the false eye go problems, notice that the corners are taken. So this corner is taken, and since you're on the edge of the board, there is no corner over here. You have to have the corners in order to make an eye. So this one corner is taken, but the other one is yours, and that one is yours, and that one is yours. So 3 corners makes an eye, but 2 corners can die. So if I have 2 corners, you can be Atari'd. So when you're looking at the false eye problems, check the corners of the eye.
Okay.
Okay. This one is the only one that has a stone blocking it. You could go here, you could go here, but you bumped your own head. So this is the only one that you don't want to do.
Okay.
Oh, crap. I just missed the wrong button. Okay. Ooh, ladder. Boom, nice. And make the eye, perfect. Perfect. That one's too much. Now you go over here. You can actually
No,
jump
I'm gonna
right
run out of the of the reasonable play on some point.
Yeah. So the timing to play elsewhere is difficult, but if you can master it, you'll get all the first moves first. This one is not good because you can't connect back. That's why we don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go here, which it looks like you realized. So that is why we don't like this move. We just do something else. What? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one I like. This one's really good. This particular shape you can jump, and that is because there is no cut.
So you would jump to the B8 or not?
Yes, I would prefer this one. This one, I'm going 2 lines into White's area instead of 1. So for speed, this one is better as long as it's not cuttable. However, if I need eyes, then this one is better because I can make an eye, and I have the corner. Okay, so it depends on what I want. I don't need eyes, so I want distance.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's what I didn't consider that. Yeah.
Okay, nice jump. Oh, you got touched. Touch Nobi. touch, move, touch, move.
Okay.
Yep, good connect. So more specifically, one stone being touched needs a response. And, otherwise, you're down to 2 liberties, and bad things can happen.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. Push. Good. Push, push. 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 Yep, just keep going until they block. Yep, perfect. Okay, now we trap them against the edge. Good. I don't know what white is doing.
Yeah, well, that's what has his moments as well. Definitely.
Okay, this is all fine. Okay, trying stuff. There is no cutting point, so yeah, playing something in center is fine, I guess.
Well, I didn't know what to start, what to start here. You know.
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
isn't a spot, but we don't know that yet at this level. We have to try until we figure out which ones work, which ones don't. So this one, there is no answer, but we learn that by experimenting. Okay, it's weird that the bot's not passing. The bot should pass.
Yeah.
The bot doesn't know how to pass.
Well, I was just thinking about that. Why do we?
Oh, because it's Chinese rules. It doesn't know how to handle Chinese rules. So it's trying to fill the whole board.
Well, that's it was
Oh,
me.
it finally passed.
It was like game of attrition. You know, I'm gonna
Yeah,
put
that's
as many
funny.
stones I can on the board.
It's a programming error. So that's kind of funny. So white wins by 10. So it's a close game, but that probably would have changed the result if you had not died right there. But I do notice you are not getting to the open sides on the 13 by 13. Or that last open side. Looks like you keep avoiding it. Okay. On the 13 by 13, you are not getting to the last open side. Make sure to finish the opening when there are no cutting points. We talked about working our way up the board sizes through the bots until you get out of the 20K in order to have people accept your games. All right, let's look at some more.
Sorry, I'm just taking some notes. I'm fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
All right, so this one you are black. Blocked. Okay. Here's that push diagonal. Fix. So this one has 2 cutting points.
Is that really problematic in this point? At this point?
Well, at the end of the game, you died, so
Yeah. Well,
it's probably what happened.
That asked that questions. Okay. Answers that question. Yeah.
If I didn't care about this, which I do because that cut is an Atari, so I definitely care about that cut. But if I was trying to fix on this side, I would fix here. There's no cutting point. Here, there is a cutting point.
Okay.
Even if the shape doesn't affect us on this turn, in the future, the shape can matter greatly. So usually we want to fix with better shape. So in this case, better connection. And here, you're once again not getting to that open side. Okay, there is a double Atari. Correct. So if white plays right here. Oops.
Yeah.
Okay. This is playing the vital point before it's surrounded again. So remember, we want to block and trap it against the edge first. Here, since you have such a dangerous cutting point, let's make the eye shape. I would love to take white's eye, but defense first.
Yep.
Also, don't Atari from the edge. Push it to the edge. It doesn't change the result, but these habits matter in the long run. Okay, that's fine to resign. Let's go to 8.5. That's pretty close.
Review started.
Okay. All right, if you're playing this exact same opening over and over, pick the fourth line.
Yeah, I did.
It's a little bit easier to handle the side if you do it. And then after they jump, play the open side. Makes the bottom a little bit easier. And that is because the knight's move right here has a cutting point, whereas the 1-point jump doesn't.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, again, if you're going to block... well, this one's a ladder, so it's okay. And you're getting a point. Okay, this one's acceptable. 2 cutting points, just be cautious. Okay, push it to the edge, push it to the edge. Perfect, perfect. Oh, not perfect. That's the second line cut. This side. And this side.
Yeah.
You can also Atari first and then this side. This one is not reducing from the first line. It is putting it into Atari. This one is forcing, so it's fine. And then, again, I'm going to attack it from this, not from this. Push it to the edge. Don't attack it from the edge.
Yeah. That's, yeah, well, yeah.
Okay. Ladder. Perfect. 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 Nope. You need to trap this before you die. If white gets this and then goes right here, the situation is quite complicated. Okay, just ladder it. Ooh, that's not a ladder. Master nets and ladders. Uh-oh, your stone right here is in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is because we missed the ladder. And when you're weak like this, when you're in a lot of trouble, you have to avoid the cuttable shapes. So Hane, Knight's Move, all of these cuttable shapes are not good when you're in danger. So you want to stick to things that are connected, like Nobi, diagonal. Jumps usually are good, but in this case, you have your liberties are too low. So this is going to get you in trouble if you're really weak. Okay, and now your 3 stones can die.
Yeah.
Okay. This one looks like a ladder. Unfortunately, it's not, but you'll... Oh, you didn't even try the ladder. Did you see that this got
No, I did not. No, I did not. No.
So this is this is a ladder breaker. So it's one of the lessons we kind of have to learn the hard way. But right now you're not even seeing the ladder, so that's kind of the bigger issue. Okay, now it's a ladder. Good. Okay, again right here. Good. That one's much better. Okay. Okay, this one has the weak zone, so it's fine. Just watch these cutting points. Oops.
Yeah.
Here. That is a snapback. But it looks like white didn't see it, so it's okay. Nice. This one helps these 2 stones, but this one helps both of them because now the cutting stone is trapped.
Yeah.
So it's good that you can fix like one problem, but if you can fix 2 at a time, it's nice as well. Ladder. Good. Perfect. You're seeing most of the ladders, so that's really good.
Well, yeah, occasionally.
Okay, good. Good. Technically, yes, but this one is technically better habits. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, it went... I did not see that. That went horribly wrong.
Okay, so this is going to be just playing more games. Oh, you had this game too. This game is completely yours because white had gotten captured up here. Oh, big blunder. Here you can jump because of the tiger's mouth, and that is a second line cut that gets trapped.
Okay.
But it's okay. Your move is still okay. It's not a huge deal. Good. Push, push, push. It's fine. Push, push, push. Fix the cut. Connections are better. There's no secondary purpose. Ooh, not good. That one's cuttable.
So you just connect, yeah? Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Not good. Remember that if the connect is going to be a Atari.
How many times? Yeah, oh my God, the last 3 games. Yeah.
Oh no, it's getting worse. The moment
Yeah, I know.
white realizes.
I'm rapidly deteriorating.
Oops. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's just.
It's fine. Like, it might seem silly, but your opponents are also going to do stuff like this. Like, a human would do this as well. Oops. Make that second. This was alive because this was dead, but now that it's not dead, you need that second eye.
And then, as you said, it is kind of like A1. That's an eye. Yeah.
Fastest eye you can make.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so this one is only one eye, so now you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Don't self-atari. Don't let desperation make you not see the board clearly. Whenever you feel like, oh crap, that's when you need to take your hand off the mouse and reevaluate the board.
That's exactly. I mean, I'm susceptible, very susceptible to this kind of things. You know, when I feel pushed, I do something idiotic. Yeah.
Yeah. All the moves that come after oh crap, lose you the game. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Lose you points.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you know, then I'm trying to. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not seeing the board clearly because you're panicking.
No. Correct.
Okay, try the cutting points. But before you do that, you still have a point right here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't self-atari. You're doing this too much. This one you gotta stop doing. Self-atari is not a Tasuchi, unless it's like throw-in. You missed the capture. On the left. Okay, let's look at another.
I think the longer it goes, it's worse and worse, to be honest. Because probably I was playing quite late, you know, when I had time.
Review started.
Okay, block. Okay. Push the diagonal. Connection is really nice. This one isn't an incorrect idea, but if you're trying to fix A or fix B, look at the A stone, look at the B stone. Which one has less liberties?
1, 2. Oh well, A. Yeah.
Right. So that's the more urgent cut.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Also, this doesn't fix both cuts, so connection's better. If a tiger's mouth is doing a secondary purpose, it's okay, but if it's not, you need the connection.
Right.
I guess this is also okay though. And then they take and you take. But okay, it's confusing, so it's okay. Push it to the edge. Don't attack from the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fix the cut is good. Nope, fix the cut. Fix the cut.
Again.
It's all about these cutting points.
Yeah.
Cutting points are the key. You don't need to capture if you can expand. As
okay.
long as it stays trapped, as long as you have liberties and it's trapped, you don't have to capture. You can expand. Connections are better. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay, still have a chance. Chance. Nice. Okay, now to defend over here. Ooh, bad timing. White can't escape, so let's go fix this. Kara, can you call Rose and see what she wants? Unnecessary.
Yeah. I see it now. Yeah.
This
There's no purpose.
you're attacking from a weak stone. You want to attack a cutting point from a strong stone. This one is not connected, so you want to play here. Here you're attacking from weakness. 2 liberties to 3, so you're going to lose that fight.
Yeah.
So instead,
And
you want to
yeah.
connect and then attack. Oopsie daisy.
Yeah. Exactly.
You gotta stop doing this.
Double up, double
Yeah.
daisy. Yeah.
That one's this one's getting you killed. You gotta stop doing that one.
Yeah. That's
Okay, capture's fine. You notice you still didn't get a stone on the top side. Wait, you did it! You did it again at the exact same spot.
I did it about 3 times. Yeah, twice. Yeah.
You did it at the exact same spot. That's let's learn the lesson.
I didn't learn it first time around, I suppose.
Okay, good capture. This cut is a ladder.
Yeah.
But your opponent messed it up, so how nice. Okay. Nope, gotta attack it like this. This one has the cutting point.
Cutting point, yeah. Which exactly
if you attack it like this, white is dead. Because this eye is false because you have the corner. So actually made it live with that mistake. Okay, that just happened. Whatever. Fix your cat.
Yeah.
Oops.
That.
Yeah. This is the same thing as the in-game stuff up here. You can't connect, so it's not a co-thread. Instead, let's try to get 2 moves in a row. Say white fixes, and now we get 2 moves to try to live in here. Destroying this corner is worth it as long as the main group doesn't die.
Okay, I see.
So if you go right here and your opponent responds, now you can fight the co. And then every time you play up here is a co-threat.
Okay.
Nope, connect. Gotta save your stone. That's already dead, but okay, it's confusing. It's fine. Yep, don't die. Okay. Once you get good at this, you don't need to play these moves. If you don't quite understand it, it's okay. But eventually you want to get to the point where you just know white is dead. Okay, now good capture, fix, and try an invasion. Perfect. Try the 3rd line and 2nd line. The higher lines don't work at the end of the game because a white wall. So
well, that's that thing with white wall. With the working with the wall, I still haven't worked out yet. But yeah, I see what you mean.
So imagine we get something like this. That's not an eye. But let's do the exact same thing with the edge, and that's an eye.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I see that now.
Jumps are your friend. Close, but this one is a throw-in to make a false eye. Oh, you made an eye. Nice. Unfortunately, there's not a second one.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, that's
Yeah, it's fine. You're trying stuff. You're learning stuff. It's okay. Here, you want to jump. Try to make
jump.
this an eye.
Yeah, I mean, I see it now. Jump. I was just like, why did I jump there? You know?
Ooh, 3 in a row. 3 in a row. Oh, chance! Hey, nice. You found it.
Well, finally.
Okay. This one you don't really need. It's already done. It's already yours. Like you can
Yeah.
fill it. You don't have to fill it, but it doesn't change anything. But you don't need to if you don't want to. Okay. Questions. Anything you need me to elaborate on? Anything that you're confused about?
No, no. I've been pretty much. You systematically gave me the homework to work to these last 3-4 games, and as far as Tsumego is concerned, and the only question I have,
Mm-hmm.
the Tsumego you have, it's Tsumego Dragon.
Yes.
I don't know if that says on the one I use. Yeah.
Are you using Sumego Dragon, Sumego Hero, 101 Wei Chi?
See, well, basically, I use Tsumego Hero.
Okay.
Is there kind of like? Oh, sorry, both. So what is the difference between two? That's exactly what I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one is separating them by set. So these are like book sets. Sumego Dragon separates them by type of problem. So this is capture problems. This is net problems. This is ladder problems. This one is Korean Problem Academy set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a ton of life and death right here. Here's from a book, probably, The Rules of Capturing Races.
I almost prefer that I don't want to be paying for two things, you know.
Mm-hmm. Use the one that you like. The one that is more fun for you to do. Use that one.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, I would have to stop the Tsumego Hero subscription and to start the one on the Tsumego Dragon then.
It's whatever one you want. Sumego Dragon is mine, so I would love for you to use it, but use the one that you like. So this one you can do this one for free to see if you like it. So you can do 20 problems an hour, and then do it for a few days. And if you like it, cool. And if you don't, then you don't have to subscribe. Right? It's free to try. There is the adventure mode in the left. This is something I am working on for kids and beginners, where it limits the puzzles to simpler categories. Now, the background is still my customized background. It's a little bit nicer for the introduction. And so you can see here, ooh, there's the bug. I'm using this on an iPad, so I don't really usually worry about the scroll bar. Yeah,
to me, Sumego Dragon. That's what you started just recently, or?
No, I've been working on Sumego Dragon for months.
Oh, okay.
And so, thanks to this beginner toggle, it actually limits the problems to only the basic ones. Right, and there's a lot less to worry about. If you untoggle beginner, then it gives you all of the categories again.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll have a go at Sumego Dragon just to see what it looks like, you know, because I was only aware of the Sumego Hero. Sumego Dragon does exist for the iPhone, I think.
Yes, this one can be used on any device. Sumego Hero, I think, is only websites. I haven't tried to use this on a phone.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of heard of the Sumego Dragon, but I was not sure what's what, you know. That's the one I kind of usually play, but okay, I'll have a look and take it from there.
Any other questions that I can elaborate on? Yeah, this is not mobile friendly. Oh my gosh.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Don't do that one on mobile. Mobile has if you can use Sumego Dragon, but mobile also has Sumego Pro, which is an app in the store, and that one's really nice, but it only has like life and death problems.
Sumego Pro. I think I have the Sumego Pro. Let me see. I have Easy Go Pro. I have Smart Go Capture Go, Smart Go Kifu, Sumego Go Pro. Yeah, that's.
Okay.
I do have
do you have GoQuest?
Go Quest.
Oh, someone. Sumego Pro does not have 20 queue problems.
I have a Go Quest. Yeah.
Okay, so obviously you want to play on the computer if you can, but if you're out, GoQuest is really nice to get a fast 9x9 or a 13x13 game. It's actually faster to get a game on GoQuest than it is on OGS.
So that's the one, basically.
Yeah, if you're out and about, it's better, but personally, like, if you can play on the bigger monitor, it's better. The bigger the board, the better.
Yeah.
But if you have an iPad, then I think GoQuest is quite nice. I think it works on iPad.
Yeah, I have so many work devices, etc., etc. So
Yeah.
kind of trying to minimize what I have. But yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, so any tools. Sumego Dragon also has the play button, which gives you access to Squishy Go, and on the main site, it gives you access to the other ones as well, if you want to do that. Play Online is the Kids Go server that OGS has. That one gives you access to a few bots as well. One of the big things that I'm personally trying to do with this is to give all the tools to you that I have around the internet and put them in one spot. But yeah, try that out. If you like it, cool. If you don't, you like Sumego Hero, then use Sumego Hero. Like, use the one that you like.
I have to try the Dragon and see what it looks like. You know, I mean, if I were to stick with Sumego Hero, where would you suggest me to start? Just kind of go with easy capture.
I don't know. I built Sumego Dragon because I couldn't figure out what to recommend my students on here. Like, it's literally like I thought this wasn't good enough, so I built my own. That's easy kills. That should be like taking eyes, making eyes.
Yeah.
Easy capture should be capture, but I don't know where to go for cuts. Like, or ladders.
Or ladders. Yeah, well, exactly. You know, I wanted to play more ladders, and I was like, where are you?
Yeah. I mean, it's nice for what it is. It was just not what I was trying to do, so I built my own. In-game would be nice for some of my other students. Anyway, let me know how it goes. If you have any questions about the apps or anything, just message me.
I will do. Yeah.
Hopefully today will be helpful to your Go game.
Well, absolutely. It is already. You know, it was difficult for me to kind of restart over time. Every time you don't touch something for a while, it's a bit painful when you have to kind of break that initial inertia. But I think I am there, and I might actually try to go to the Go Club just to see what at least to check out the scenes, you know, to see if how acceptable are they of the beginners, etc. You know.
Yeah, I have heard horror stories, but hopefully I think most Go clubs are really nice. But I have heard a couple people mention like they were not beginner friendly.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I've been that with other things. Like I do a lot of Japanese kendo. You walk in and they are really unfriendly. Not beginners friendly, and you think like, dude, you're such a small minority group, and you are doing your best to make it even smaller. Yeah. By not being acceptable to the people who are trying something different.
Well, hopefully that will have hopefully you'll have a very positive experience, and you'll find some very nice people to play with. And even if they're single digit queue or double digit queue, handicap is great, and then just work your way down. Is a great like level up system. If you're playing on 13x13 and you're playing a 15 queue or something, or a single digit queue, just take 5 or 6 stones on the 13x13, and you should still have good chances to win. And then when you can get them down to like 4 stones or 3 stones, then you can move up to the 19x19 and take like 9 stones.
Okay, I mean, you gave me kind of almost like a framework to work with now. So I'm going to work with bots, and then obviously throw myself into the Go Club and see what happens there.
Well, hopefully it works out, and hopefully
I'll book something in a month time so we can continue the conversation.
All right, cool. Hopefully you enjoyed today, and I will see you when I see you.
Exactly. Sean, thank you very much, and good luck. Speak to you later. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so that will be it for today. Hopefully, you guys found the stream educational and entertaining. If you're interested in getting lessons like the one you just saw, I can teach pretty much all Q levels. You can do so here, or if you want to watch the lesson VODs, you can do so there as well for $3 a month. And then if you would like access to Samego Dragon, you can use Samego Dragon for free. You just have a limited amount of problems per hour. And then if you like it, then maybe you'll subscribe. But yeah, if you have any questions about it, let me know. Any feedback, let me know. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today. And with that, let's go ahead and raid someone. Let's raid that dog. The dog stream. That would be a much better stream, right? Have a good one.